It's time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blast off.
It's time for Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be going. This is the payoff pitch. Let's see if Shea can get out of the inning here. The kick and deliver. Swung on it, missed it, got him. 12 strikeouts for Shea Shanneman.
That one hit to left field. They're going to left field. They go back. Keep going back, and that thing is going to be gone. It's out of here. Holy moly, Cole Evans. 370 feet. Cole Evans got a hold of that thing. Wow.
That one hit to short. Cervantes is second, back to first, and they get him. Nicely turned double play there, the old 6-4-3, and there's 2 down. Third double play tonight turned by the Busters.
Sodbuster Baseball is on the air.
Welcome to Duncan Field, a very, very warm day here at Duncan Field. It's even warmer down on the field for the players, let me tell you. We're in a press box. I don't feel the air conditioner on. I think it's gone, but I just don't feel it yet. So I need to slide over, I think, a little bit. Let's take a look at the weather here in Hastings. And when you look at the weather service page and everything's orange, that's not a good thing. It's warm, but it's going to be warmer tomorrow. 96 right now. Winds at 8 miles an hour out of the south. Tomorrow, they're calling for a temperature of 96. So the heat index, though, 106 tomorrow. Luckily, the guys are on the road to Fremont, coming back on Friday. Chance of rain at Friday night, otherwise 20% chance only. 93 Friday. Saturday, small chance of rain, 83. Sunday, 83. That's what I'm talking about, Willis, right there, is the 83 degrees. 96 right now here at Duncan Field. I'm Josh Salmon. Nate Miller to my right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Buster's playing really well right now. 4-game winning streak. 2 against Western Nebraska on the road. 2 against Fremont. And with the win last night, Fremont got bumped down into second place in the standings. Interesting, yeah. Take a look at that. And with the second half standings, Fremont is still leading second half, but overall, Spearfish is now in first place in the Clark Division. So in the second half, Fremont is 16-7, a 3-game losing streak, 6-4 in the last 10. Spearfish is 15-8, 1 game back, 3 wins. They're 3 wins in a row, 8-2. Sioux Falls 13-10, 4 losses, 4-6. Western Nebraska Pioneers is 11-10, 2-game winning streak. They're 4-6 in the last 10. Hastings Sodbusters are 10-14, 4-game winning streak, 6-4 in the last 10. And Pier Trappers are 6-17. And they are 10 games back, 2-game losing streak, 3-7. In the other division, it is Source Valley leading the way, then Badland Big Sticks County, Kenyon County, Spuds, Mining City Tommyknockers, Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, and Casper Horseheads. We'll see Wheat City coming back this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So guys will be back after tomorrow, just the 1 game down at Fremont, and then they will come back and take on Wheat City to wrap up the last homestand of the year before finishing out the season on the road. Kind of sad. It's all going to come to that. But, hey, Busters are winning. They're playing good ball. Pitching has been outstanding. Coming up in a little bit, we'll talk to pitching coach, a.k.a. assistant coach, Luke Bay. And Luke, I went down the dugout this when I got here, and he's like, I said, can I talk to you about pitching? He goes, yeah, come on up. And I just sat there on the bench with him, and we talked some pitching. So we'll get to that interview. We'll also replay the postgame interview last night from Chandler Wagner, who was very excited about the way his team has been playing. We'll take a look at the lineups. It is the Sodbuster pregame show here from Duncan Field. Stick around. We'll be right back at Duncan. 96 degrees right now.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter. at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Insides Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today. Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon with you. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here for the Sodbusters as they have been pitching and hitting and defending very, very well the last couple of games. And, boy, the Busters have really had some great pitching in the last two games against Fremont. Monday they gave up 6 hits, okay? Not a big deal. Busters had 8. They gave up 2 runs. Busters had 3. Fremont committed 2 errors on Monday's game. Hastings none, and Hastings pitchers only walked 5 batters in Fremont. Not great, but not horrible. And Fremont walked 4. Now, Busters struck out 6 of their guys, and they struck out 7 Sodbusters. Tuesday, look at yesterday's game. All right, 4-0, the Busters won that one. Give up 7 hits for Fremont. They had no runs. 2 errors for Fremont. They only walked 2 batters. Sodbuster pitching yesterday only walked 2 batters, and they struck out 3. Sodbusters walked 4 times, struck out 5, had 8 hits and 4 runs. So they've just been playing really, really well. And it's encouraging for a pitcher when your team's hitting, and it's encouraging for a team when their pitcher's pitching well. And then had great starts yesterday from Schroeder. We had a start the day before from Schneider. The bullpen guys have come in and been lights out as well. The defense has been very solid, but holding a very tough Moo hitting team. Some of the guys yesterday, it was, I think, 6 guys batting over 300, and if I remember right, 2 of them had hits in yesterday's game. So been playing very well. Had a chance to catch up with Luke Bay about the pitching and how well his guys are doing. We'll get to that here in a little bit. First, let's relive the interview from Chandler Wagner last night about the win. It's on the win once again. Another good game.
Thank you.
All right, you got to put your microphone. There we go. It's a little stuck. So good job tonight from the guys.
Yeah, thank you. That was awesome. For us to play back-to-back clean baseball has been huge, and I think that's 3 or 4 straight games now we have made there. And pounding the zone, Schroeder was awesome tonight, so we needed that.
That's what I was going to say. Last night you talked about you wanted multiple innings from him, and you got it. He doubled his longest outing of the year.
Yeah, that was huge, and that's exactly what we were looking for in a spot start from him. And I think he went over what we were looking for. So.
Brian Melvin's been outstanding out of the bullpen his last several outings. Again tonight he did good, and Pregame came in and just threw cheese. Yeah,
I mean that's just what Pregame's kind of done for us all summer, is come in and shut the door. And with the 4-run lead, we didn't know if we were going to go to him for sure, but we wanted to go to him, just finish the game. So he was good.
I remember about a week ago at this time, you and I had a conversation, and you challenged your guys to string hits together. You've had multiple innings this game, 3rd inning, 5th inning, 7th inning, where they have strung at least 2 hits together. That's something they have accepted the challenge, and they've answered.
Yeah, it's been huge for us, and getting the leadoff guy on has been huge. I think when we really struggle, when we have out one, it's been tough for us to score a run. So for the leadoff guy to get on and string a couple hits together, it's been big for us.
Talk about Matt Hallback, what he's bringing to this team. He's just swinging a really, really good bat right now. He's seeing the ball excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what he's doing, to be honest. For an incoming freshman to come into a league like this and do what he's doing, it's been awesome to watch. So I'm pretty impressed with him, and I think he's going to have a great career wherever he goes after this. At UC San Diego, they got a good one.
Cole Dawson, 2 hits tonight. You had Luke Solis with 2 hits tonight. And Buster's just getting the double plays. I mean, this defense is so solid. Brian Frew said it earlier in the game that you've basically got 3 shortstops out there with Lombardi, and you've got Solis, and you've got Cole Dawson. And those guys have such good hands, and the way they turn it, it's smooth.
Yeah, I mean, Dawson was huge for us all summer at short. And then when we got Solis, I just like how they work up the middle together. And then having Lombardi, a guy that can play all over the infield, has been great for us. And just moving all 3 of them around and kind of rotating him around has been big, and it's gotten us out of some innings that could have went the wrong way.
And that doesn't take anything away from Trevor Matson. Anything in that vicinity of first base, he is going to catch it, foul ball, fair ball, in the dirt, anything. He's got great hands as well.
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest thing in the last 4 games is our defense. A lot of the time we'll give up free 90s, and the last 4 games I think we've been pretty solid on defense.
How's the attitude down in the dugout? When I've been down there before games, guys have seemed to have some smiles on their faces, seem to be pretty happy, and a 4-game winning streak will do that.
Yeah, it's been awesome in the dugout, a bunch of energy going on. So I think they're excited and to see what they can actually do, and I think they're just looking to finish strong right now.
Two games against Fremont left in the series and in the season. One here tomorrow night, and then one in Fremont. And you guys are, you've seen enough of them this year, but you'd like to finish out, maybe even get the home sweep against them tomorrow with the win.
Yeah, just another quality start on the mound. If we can get that, I think we'll be in another good situation to get another win. So that's what we're really looking for tomorrow.
All right, Chandler Wagner, manager of the Sodbusters. Sodbusters win it 4-0. I think Steve Stein's going to jump on here.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carry-out orders taken on the day of carry-out only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
My husband and I love to live in Nebraska.
It's the good life.
We always vacation here.
Love those Nebraska state parks.
We love to eat here.
Where are you going to get a better steak?
And we love to play here, especially Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery. It has a $50,000 starting jackpot, drawing 7 days a week, and all the proceeds go back to our state.
Hey, honey, this weekend, let's buy some Nebraska Pick 5 tickets, go to a state park, and grill some steaks.
Like our first date.
I'm no amateur.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Josh Salmon along with you as we get set to look at the lineups here for Fremont and for your Hastings Sodbusters. We'll do that right now as we look at Shea Bennett and the visiting Fremont Moo. Here is the lineup he has. Looks a little different. Both lineups look a little different tonight than the last 2 games. Some guys getting in different positions and some guys that haven't played. So it's going to be Tyler Push leading things off. He is in center field. Jack Simonson batting second, playing right field. E.J. Taylor back in the 3rd spot at first base once again. Great defender over there. Luke White, the DH. He hits everything. He is your cleanup hitter. You have Ryan Koski in left field. Again, he is batting 5th. Ryan Hayes is behind the dish, batting 6th. You have Peyton Leeper as the 3rd baseman, batting 7th. Chase Reynolds, also known as the pitcher, he pitched on Monday's game. He is 3rd base tonight, batting 8th. And batting 9th is Dylan Sears at 2nd base, with Levi Kiuchi on the hill for Fremont. Again, it's Push, Simonson, Taylor, White, Koski, Hayes, Leeper, Reynolds, Sears, and Kiuchi as the pitcher. For the Hastings Sodbusters, Chandler Wagner has this lineup. Omar Jackson leading things off. He is in center field. Cole Dawson is at shortstop tonight, and he is batting 2nd. Trevor Matson is the DH, batting 3rd. And batting 4th is Matt Hallback. He's been hitting a ton. He is playing first base tonight, so things look a little different there for them. Batting 5th is Logan Johnstone. He hit the 5th position last night. He is in left field. J.T. Cafferty behind the dish tonight, batting 6th. Luke Solis over at 2nd base, so him and Dawson have flip-flopped. He is batting 7th. Jacob Shaw, the pitcher Jacob Shaw does a good job fielding. He can also swing a pretty good stick. He's batting 8th, playing right field. And Jack Lombardi batting 9th at 3rd base with Will Horton on the hill. So it's Jackson, Dawson, Matson, Hallbeck, Johnstone, Cafferty, Solis, Shaw, and Lombardi. Let's hear from Luke Bay. Pitching has been doing an outstanding job, and he agreed with that. Assistant coach for the Hastings Sodbusters. Luke, let's talk about the pitching the last 2 days. In 2 games, your guys have only surrendered 2 runs to the Fremont Moo. And this is the Fremont Moo who hit everything. They've been pitching outstanding.
Yeah, they really have. They've been able to throw strikes, command both halves of the plate, and spin a breaking ball for a strike and show a third pitch.
You had a great start from Schneider the other night, Schroeder last night. Those guys have really stepped up their game, especially Schroeder last night, going twice as long as he's gone all season, give you guys some innings. The bullpen has been outstanding as well. Guys just, like you said, hitting their spots, and, the run support doesn't hurt either.
Right. Schroeder was fantastic last night. He was really kind of a one-pitch Johnny for a long time. He didn't really have feel for his splitter. He had just enough feel for his breaking ball to keep guys honest, but he was able to keep them off bases. Like I said, no free passes. He was able to attack the strike zone with his fastball, and it's a big park. Wind was blowing in, so they got themselves out.
How much of it is an ease to a pitcher when he looks out there and he knows he's got the run support going and the defense behind him?
It definitely helps. It definitely helps knowing that he can just not relax, but he can just be aggressive in an attack mode the whole night instead of having to maybe pitch situationally to some different guys. So yeah, absolutely. That's been the theme. I think, I know at Spearfish we didn't get those 2 wins, but if we jump on teams early, everybody's hurting for quality bullpen arms, and so they don't want to go to their top guys if we can get on people early and stay on them.
Got Juergensmeyer now, high school kid, going to be pitching at some college level. I know it's an experience for him. It'll be an experience for you too, but it should be fun for both of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched him throw. I played catch with him yesterday and had him throw about 15 pitches off the mound just to get eyes on him. And I like the way his arm works. I like his delivery. He's got a 2-seam action on his fastball. Throws a changeup and a slider. And I think that as he grows and continues to mature, he's going to be a really good arm somewhere.
Was there something that changed within the last week? Maybe something you said to the guys or that management has said that because the guys are really playing well. Not that they weren't playing good before, but it just seems like they really found the groove. 4-game winning streak. Guys are hitting their spots. The defense has made an error. The hits are coming through. Is there just kind of that aha moment?
Baseball's a funny game. The first half we were right there neck and neck, I would say, the majority of our games. And we just didn't get the timely hitting or the big play in the field, or we'd make a quality pitch and they put a good barrel on it. It's just, that's the way baseball goes. It's just, we just kept preaching, just keep working, keep trusting the stuff that you do day in, day out, your preparation, and then once you get on the field, just play fast and play fearless and play with confidence.
Brian Fruit and I kind of talked about this in the Sodcast, but basically there's a lot of games this year. If you guys looked, only one inning really made a difference, whether it be early in the game or late in the game. If that one inning had changed, the record would look a lot different.
Absolutely, and that's the frustrating, but I guess silver lining of our record is that we're right there neck and neck with every team we play. It's just we just get unlucky sometimes, basically.
How's it going for you for coaching? Having a good time with it, obviously with the guys and the young guys and everybody having a good mentality, helping each other out. You enjoying your experience?
Absolutely. I've loved my time here. There's great people. It's awesome working for Scott and Brian and Chandler. And it's a good group of kids. They show up, they work hard, they care about the game, and that's what makes it easy to come to the field and to do everything I can to help these guys get better at the sport.
All right, Luke Pay, thanks.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
5 Points Bank of Hastings has again been awarded a 5-star rating by Bauer Financial Research. We know our customers appreciate having their local community bank at the top of safety and soundness ratings.
We are very proud of the 5-star designation and will work hard to maintain this level of excellence. Knowing our community and knowing our customers, it's what sets a community bank apart from others.
5 Points Bank of Hastings, member FDIC.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Lots and lots of good stuff on the Sodcast this week, and I say that because it's Brian and I host it. Steve had a bunch of interviews from players from the past week, some wins and some exciting games and some exciting moments. Steve had those for you on the Sodcast as well, so make sure and check it out. We'll do probably one more here before the end of the season and then wrap it up for the Sodcast season. So look at the scores yesterday from the Expedition League, and some places have changed in the standings overall. Of course, Hastings won 4-0 here against Fremont. Canyon County won at Casper 8-6. Spearfish Sasquatch, now 7-2 they won over Pierre, and with Hastings beating Fremont, that means Spearfish moved into first place by half a game in the Clark Division. So interesting, isn't it? Yeah. What else? Western Nebraska won 8-2 over Sioux Falls, so that affected a little bit as well. Canyon County Spuds 7-6. They won at Casper on this game number 2, so they took the doubleheader. And Badland Big Sticks won at home 3-2 over Mining City Tommyknocker. So let's look at the standings now, the way they are. And overall, Sasquatch are now in first place. Okay, they are 36-17. In the second half, they are in second place by 1 game. So they'll be watching this game, and we'll be keeping an eye on their game as well to see what happens. Right there is Sioux Falls Sunfish. They've been playing pretty good here in the second half as well. Western Nebraska is 4th right now. They haven't been playing very well at all here in the second half, 11-10. Hastings have moved up a little bit. 6.5 games back now with a 4-game winning streak to 10-14. And Pure Trappers have been having a little bit of problems as well. 6-17 only in the second half. So Busters hopefully can continue their winning ways. Go back to Fremont tomorrow. They know it's a different field. A lot more home runs hit at Midland University is where they play at that field. But right now things have been going pretty good here for the Busters at Duncan Field. 96 degrees at Duncan Field with 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from center field. Very, very hot day. I don't know what the heat index is right now, but it is hot. It is warm, and I feel for the players. The uniforms, luckily, are a very light material. It's still hot, but a light material. Most of the guys were not dressing out till the very end. Even Cole Dawson, who is always dressed before I ever get here in his uniform sitting in the dugout, wasn't. That's how hot it is. That's when you know it's hot, when Cole Dawson is not dressed out before I get here. And I didn't get here late today, so it's just that hot. All right, we'll take another break, come back, look at the lineups one more time, and then we'll have your first pitch. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
It's time. 10. Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink. Cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer, and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Getting set for the national anthem here at Duncan Field. Let's turn it over to Steve Stein, our PA announcer, and your national anthem. Always a live national anthem here at Duncan Field. Josh Salmon back with you. Steve Stein will be on the broadcast coming up in the third inning. Nate Miller to my right running your TV cameras, and we're getting set for some baseball as Fremont will face off against lefty Will Horton. Will hails from he is from Fort Worth, Texas. Goes to Arkansas Tech. Teammates with a few of these guys on the Sodbuster teams. He last pitched on July 23rd, so about 5 days ago at Spearfish. Didn't get the decision. Busters lost that game 12-5. He went 4 2/3, gave up 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, faced 22 batters in that game. And Will's been pretty consistent between 4 and 6 innings every start this year. Averages between usually 3 and 5 strikeouts. And the walks have always been about the 2 to 3 range. There's a couple games where he had 4, but so it doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. And pretty effective left-hander up there as he gets to face off some of these right-handed batters on the Moo team. It'll be interesting to see what happens there with them. A lot of different lineups, faces in the lineup today for Fremont, which we're fine with. All right, no Baskin. That guy's been hitting pretty well lately. Busters won 4-0 yesterday. It was an outstanding game pitching, and the box score, everything was just good for Hastings in that one. And we'll relive that box score here in a little while. Other games going on in the area tonight. We'll take a look at those as well in the Expedition League, as there's some important games happening all around, and we noticed some people changing, as we talked about in the pregame show, changing place. Spearfish now leading the league, but it doesn't matter who leads the league overall. It matters who wins the first half and the second half. Fremont won the first half. Western Nebraska won the first half, and so we'll see who wins the second half. Taking it in is Tyler Push. Tyler, great outfielder. Has been having a little bit of struggle here at the plate as of late. And we're set underway here. Will Horton comes set. The lefty kicks and delivers. First pitch swinging for Push. Out to right center field. Who's it going to be? Jacob Shaw is out there, makes the catch, and there is out number 1. Keep in mind, Jacob Shaw, normally a pitcher. He's a very good athlete, though. Swings a really good bat, so he is in right field. You got Omar Jackson in center, and over in left you have Logan Johnstone. So 1 up, 1 out here for the Sodbusters. Brings up Jack Simonson. Simonson, big guy as well. Swings a good stick, 45 of 146 on the season. That's a .308 average, 1 home run, 19 RBIs. First pitch swinging for him as well. That one down the third base line. Lombardi lets it go. And that is a foul ball. Good play there by Jack Lombardi. Looked like he was going to grab it for a minute and wisely let it go. Said, nope, I'm not touching this. Come back and do it again. Simonson says, what happened? So he will run back and grab the bat and do it again. And, boy, it's got to be even hotter down on the field. It's 96 here. So it's even warmer down there. I was down there earlier talking to Luke Bay, and it's a little warmer on the field. That turf, it's kind of like a carpet and absorbs the heat. So the guys hopefully stay hydrated down there on both sides of the dugout. Sodbusters located on the third base side. Visitor Fremont on first base side. Fremont wearing their purples with the orange numbers, gray pants, orange stripe. Busters wearing their gold jerseys with the white pants, green pinstripes. 2-1 coming up here from Will Horton. Swinging again, that one to left field. On top of it is Logan Johnstone fighting off that sun, and there's 2 down. So 3 pitches and 2 outs. It's a good equation. Talked to Luke Bay about that, and the guys, he says, come out and throw your pitches, get first pitch strikes. You talk to any pitching coach or any pitcher in the history of the world, and they'll tell you the first strike is important. First pitch strike is the most important thing. I remember Shea Shanneman telling me that last year, and he struck out 12 that game. Now, he told me after he struck out 12, but still, he had that wicked slider. E.J. Taylor, speaking of wicked, this guy swings a really good stick, batting .401 on the season. Yeah, it wasn't like one of those guys that have only played a couple games. He's just that good. Taylor, also a very good first baseman. 37 RBIs in the season. He's walked 32 times. 147 at-bats. Batting .401. Here is the pitch. And that one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Will Horton. Here's a who. He said I could call him that, so I'm going to. If he gave me permission, that's what I'm doing. Busters won 4-0 yesterday. 2 in the second. I think they had 2 in the 7th, if I remember right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. E.J. Taylor, the first baseman. 2 outs here. Top of the first, no score. Josh Salmon along with you. Nate Miller to my right, running your camera. Steve Stein will be in here in the 3rd inning. Horton gets a sign from his catcher, J.T. Cafferty. Doesn't like it. Wants a new one. Lefty comes set. Pitch inside. That thing hit a ton, but foul down the left field line and into the Buster bullpen. He was hit the crap out of that thing, but it was early. So, it doesn't mean much then, does it? No. And pitch coming up here from Horton. The 1-2 offering once again. That one just missed a little high. Goes to 2-2 here. Taylor, as I said, has walked 32 times, so he's a very selective hitter up there. Two and two here to the first baseman for the Fremont Moo. Breaking ball, he hits it foul off the first base side. We'll do it again. In yesterday's game, Taylor was 1 of 3 in the game. 7 hits for Fremont yesterday. They left 8 on. They left 12 on the day before. Hastings left 8 on yesterday. They left on 10 the day before. Here's the 2-2 once again. Taylor fouling that one back, so get the pitch count up there a little bit in this at-bat. He had 3 pitches coming into this bat, did Will Horton. He's thrown 7 in this at-bat. Fremont will wear you down. You want to get this guy out because Luke White came up. He had 3 hits yesterday. He's on deck. Popped up first base side, giving it chase. And letting it go out of bounds there is Matt Hallbeck. So Hallbeck at first base. You have Luke Solis at second. Cole Dawson at short. Jack Lombardi at third. You want to know where Trevor Matson is? Don't worry, he's the DH tonight. J.T. Cafferty behind the dish. Will Horton wants a new sign, wants another new sign. Throws his shoulders up and says, okay. Breaking ball doesn't fall. 3-2 now. It fell, but it didn't fall in the right place. How about that? 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first and no score. Here is the pitch from Will Horton and inside to Taylor and the first walk. So Busters have had some issues with that this season, getting the first 2 outs and then not able to get that 3rd out in a row. So it brings up the very tough Luke White. As mentioned, Luke White 3 of 4 yesterday. Always a tough guy. He just finds gaps, and he really doesn't hit the ball a ton. I mean, he can, but against Sodbusters, he tends to just find little gaps, just little dinkers. A guy the size of a linebacker, you think he'd hit it a ton, but A lot of his base hits are just little dumps in the outfield. Did that a couple times yesterday. That's a good swing, but it's fouled off into the parking lot on the first base side, strike one. Will Horton doing a good job of getting ahead of the hitters early. McBay said that's important when I talked to him earlier in the game. No balls, one strike. Busters hit the road tomorrow to Fremont for one game before returning home Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Wheat City. 0-1 fouled straight back. It's 0-2 here to Luke White. 1 on, 2 out for Fremont. Top one just underway. Thanks for joining us here at Duncan Field. Watching on the YouTube channel or listening on Mixler Radio. You're my new best friend tonight. Don't tell my old best friend. Will Horton checks the runner and comes set. There's the pitch. Right field. Jacob Shaw giving a chase to the power alley and making a nice catch. He dives out there. He does not get the ball. So coming all the way around the score is going to be E.J. Taylor. Shaw dove, and I thought maybe he was going to get it, but he mistimed it, and it went past him. Good backup there by Omar Jackson, so rule that a double for Luke White. That's what I'm talking about. That one he hit pretty well and in a gap, but he always just finds holes. You could put 7 outfielders out there for Luke White, and he'd still get a hit. That's what the guy does. It's crazy. So 1 in, 1 on, one here for Fremont. Just when you thought he was safe to get back in the water, Will Horton had 2 outs, then gave up the walk, the run. All here in 2 batters. Ryan Koski comes up now, the left fielder. Koski batting .291 on the season. Back to the pitcher. It should be an easy play. He's going to run over there and underhand it to first, and it is. Ground out, and they leave 1 on base. So 1 hit, 1 run, 1 left on. At the end of a half inning, it is 1-0 Fremont. Bottom of the first coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field, and we want to thank our sponsors. We will start with Johnson Imperial. Thanks a lot.
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Spaces designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Well, Fremont able to put 1 on the board in the first. Josh Salmon back with you as Levi Kiyuchi comes out to take his warm-up tosses. Let's get you some numbers here on Kiyuchi, the right-hander. He goes to Tacoma Community College. He's from Washington. And last pitched on July 24th at home against Spearfish. Got the win on that one. Only went 3 innings, though. 3 1/3, 1 run. It was earned, a hit, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 13 batters faced. So it wasn't a bad outing. He just went 3 innings is all. But you look at him, and he hasn't gone more than 4 in any start. Sunfish back on July 9th, he went 4. Otherwise, he's averaging about an inning or 2. So primarily a bullpen guy. So hopefully Busters can get to him early and knock him out of here. Fremont had 2 outs, able to scrape together a run with a walk and a single, but they do leave 1 on. Actually, the single was ruled an error as Jacob Shaw, I thought he caught the ball. He did, but then he dropped it when he fell, so that was the correct ruling, and it was an error. So they're actually showing a hit on the scoreboard, but it wasn't a hit. It was a error. The run did count, however, and they did leave 1 on base. For the Busters, it's going to be Omar Jackson, Cole Dawson, and Trevor Matson due up here. Very warm Wednesday night here at Duncan Field. Other games tonight, Pierre is at home again with Western Nebraska. Badland Big Sticks hosting Miami City Tommyknockers. Casper Horseheads hosting Canyon County Spuds. Spearfish Sasquatch been playing very well here in the second half. They're now leading in the Clark Division by half game. They're hosting Sioux Falls, also in the Clark Division. And Wheat City, they'll be here over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're hosting Source Valley. If you want to come to that game, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the last 3 home games here at Duncan Field. It'll be the last baseball games of the year here. Whew. You know, Legion ball wrapped up. Busters wrapping up here. They'll play football here eventually, high school football in not too far down the road. So hard to believe the season's winding down. Busters will hit the road for the last few games after this weekend. Omar Jackson leading things off. Of course, the crowd loves to say Omar's name. Omar, he's been kind of nursing a hamstring. I saw him stretching pretty good before the game. Looked like he's doing okay. Stretches he was doing would have really, really hurt a hamstring if it was bothering him that much. So he's still keeping an eye on it. But strike one. Omar leads the team in stolen bases. Second in walks. Take strike one. Want to get him on base. Very, very fast. Can make things happen against Fremont. Here's the pitch from Kiyuchi. Inside out swing. That's a beautiful hit to opposite field into left field. And Omar slams on the brakes around first. These Fremont outfielders have terrific arms, so he knows that. But that's a great hit. Omar's been hitting line drives, getting underneath the thing, and that's a perfect hit. They've been working with him in the cages. And opposite field, Coach Wagner will be very, very proud of that hit. So single and leadoff hitters on here for the Busters in the bottom of the first. They trail 1-0. Drink cart coming around here with the sodas and the Gatorades and the iced teas on a hot day. Cole Dawson comes up. Dawson batting .326. He's been right up around that all season long. A tremendous player on both sides of the baseball. And ball one. Cole Dawson goes to Kansas City, Kansas Community College. His dad is the manager of Arkansas Tech baseball team, where Omar, who stands on first, goes. Will Horton, who's also the pitcher, goes there. JT Cafferty, who's the catcher tonight, he will be going there next year. Good program, Arkansas Tech. Strike one, 1-1 here to Cole Dawson. Got to meet Cole's dad here earlier in the season. His mom and dad were here shortly after he joined, shortly after the season started. Talked some baseball with him. 1-1. Good lead for Omar off of first. He's extremely fast. Doesn't go. Pitch from Kiyuchi. Swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch. You don't fool Cole Dawson on that too much. Got him on that one, though. 1-2. Kiyuchi, the right-hander. 1-1 record, 3.98 ERA. 10 games. This is his first start all season. He's pitched 20 innings. Had 2 saves. 17 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 20 hits. Make that 21 with Omar standing on first. Here is the 1-2 offering. Cole Dawson doesn't swing, gets away from the catcher. Omar now 90 feet closer as he advances to second base on the pass ball. So that one, the fall of the catcher. Hayes would not dispute it. Ryan Hayes, spelled like Ryan Sandberg, R-Y-N-E. Cole Dawson, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position here. Cole. Here is Kiyuchi's pitch. Hit to second base. It's a hopper over to first, able to get Omar over to third base. However, there is one out as Sears makes the play. It's hard to get much past him at second base. So ground out to second, but Omar moves over to third base. Chance for your RBI leader, Trevor Matson, as Cole Dawson says something to him. Tell him about the pitcher. Matson leads the team in most categories in the team, except for batting average. That was Cole Dawson. Leads in home runs, hit by pitches, RBIs. Tons of great things there. 1 ball, no strikes here to Trevor Matson. 1 on, 1 out. Busters trail 1-0, bottom of the first. JT Cafferty on deck. Shadows creeping up behind the catcher here from the facade. Little nubber down first base, and that's going to be foul. Trevor upset with himself on that swing. Trevor from Riverside, California. Big LA Angels fan. I told him you can be from San Diego and like the LA Angels, but you can't like the LA Dodgers. I give Shimashita a hard time about that because he is from San Diego and loves the Dodgers. Here's the 1-1 from Kiyuchi. 1 out. High leg kick. That thing hit a ton out to the outfield. Will definitely score the run. Tyler Push camps underneath it, makes the catch. His arm is very good, but not good enough to get Omar, who comes in to score. We're all tied up, 1 apiece. Sacrifice fly there for Trevor Matson. And the RBI. Busters tied up. Brings up Matt Hallback. Hallback is on fire. Fire, I tell you. This guy has been playing outstanding. Hallback getting a start at first base tonight. And let's look at him in the last 7 days, what he's done. Now, keep in mind, this guy played high school baseball. He's never played college baseball until he came to this league. Going to be playing for University of California, San Diego. He is hitting .360 in the last 7 days. A home run in that time, 6 RBIs, a double, 9 hits. On-base percentage .385, slugging percentage .520. 2 outs, 1-0 pitch here. Busters tie it up 1-1 in the bottom of the first. That pitch misses, 2-0. First 2-0 count, He has fallen behind on here in the game. As he wipes his brow, it's extremely sweaty and humid today. 96 degrees, but the humidity has been awful all day. Here is the 2-0 from Kiyuchi. Hit to first. E.J. Taylor eats him up in the right field. He doesn't miss money. But that thing just took a weird hop, and he tried to olay it from one leg. See how they rule that one. And no ruling on it yet. See our official scorer, Andy Chase, rules that one. Brings up Logan Johnstone. This kid also going to be playing with Hallbeck. Or no, excuse me, not playing with Hallbeck. Okay, gave that one a single to Hallbeck. Johnstone, a high school kid just a couple of months ago, has really become a college baseball player. This kid has got some great potential, and he's been playing outstanding since becoming a sodbuster. Call him Babyface Johnstone because he looks like he's 12, but he hits like he's 25. Going to be playing Gonzaga next year. Fouls that one off his foot. That's going to leave a mark as he limps around. He's been kind of nursing a leg injury anyways, so had insult to injury there as Wagner's going to check on him. That hit the meat of the leg, too. That's a tough one. So Omar led off the inning with a single. Made it over to second base on the pass ball. Got the third on the ground out by Cole Dawson. Scored on the sacrifice fly by Trevor Matson. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1-1 our score. Busters have 1 run on 2 hits. Fremont had a run on no hits, reached with an error, left a guy on base and the top of the inning. Logan okay, grabs his bat. Where's the number 5? Left-handed batter number 5. Let's see, who's a famous one in this area? Oh yeah, George Brett. It's high expectation for a young man, but he's got a very bright future. Throw to first, runner back. Hallbeck goes diving. Hallbeck pretty quick for a tall guy. All tied up at 1 apiece. Kiyuchi is 1-1 offering coming up here to Logan Johnstone. That one is outside. So it goes 2 balls and a strike. Logan going to Gonzaga next year. They're getting themselves a very good outfielder, very good hitter. This kid's got a wonderful baseball head on his shoulders, considering he's only 18 years old. Here is the 1-1 from Kiyuchi. Accepts the sign from his catcher. And that one hit to second base. Backhanded, a good play there by Sears to retire the Busters on the ground out. They leave 1 on base. But 2 hits and 1 run, 1 left on base. We're all tied at 1 apiece at the end of 1. Tied up at 1 here at Duncan Field. We'll take a word now from Sam's Club.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, the upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon along with you. Steve Stein will join us here in the 3rd inning. Busters able to put together a run there on a couple of hits. Nice first inning against Kiyuchi. Coming up here for Fremont, it is going to be Hayes, Leaper, and Reynolds, 6, 7, 8, due up for Fremont. Very, very warm night. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow. Buster's hitting the road to Fremont tomorrow night for the 4th game of the 4-game series. The last time they have to see the Fremont Moo this year at Fremont. So this is the last time we'll see them here at Duncan Field tonight. Come back home, Buster's will on Friday, taking on Wheat City Whiskey Jacks for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Will Horton against Ryan Hayes, R-Y-N-E, Ryan. First pitch for a strike. All tied up at 1 apiece. Top of the second, Ryan. Right-handed batter was the number 14. Third base side and fouled off. Take that back. He wears the number 30. He is from Yakima Valley Community College, which is a great college. And from Washington. Here is the 0-2. Horton's pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Will Horton. Horton with the moss, a long moss growing. I thought I saw somebody else warming up in the bullpen today, earlier, Trayton Scully, but he might have just been practicing something. That one popped up the right field. Jacob Shaw calls off Luke Solis and makes the catch. So fly out to right field, and the no-hitter is still intact. 1 down here in the second. Brings up Peyton Leeper. I've seen Leeper in this entire series. He's been doing a good job for them. Leeper in yesterday's game over 3, though. Runs were hard to come by for Fremont yesterday. It's not something you say on a regular basis. That one misses for ball 1. Peyton Leeper. Will Horton from Texas, lefty kicks, and is way outside on that one. He has kind of a follow-through with a really high leg kick I've never seen before. The 2-0. Coming up to the Leeper, tied at 1 apiece. Top second. And that one upstairs. He hasn't found the zone very good at this at-bat. Got Ryan Hayes to fly out to lead off the second inning. Buster's put together a run on 2 hits, left 1 on base. Here is the 3-0, and taking upstairs, it's a 4-pitch walk to Peyton Leeper. Second walk of the game given up by Will Horton. So it brings up Chase Reynolds. We saw Reynolds pitch on Monday out of the bullpen. He actually took the loss in that game. Playing third base tonight. Reynolds from Midland University. Goes to Midland University from Topeka, Kansas. First pitch, foul off, strike 1. 8th place hitter in the order. 1 on, 1 out here, top of the second. From Duncan Field, 96 degrees at game time, 8-mile-an-hour winds. Blowing pretty much straight in from center field right now. Good shade, though, here at Duncan Field, is just a few seats on the third base side are in the sun. Almost everybody's found some kind of shade here. Plenty of cold beverages of all sorts. No balls, 2 strikes. Be sure and check out the Sodbuster swag. As you come into the concession stand, just look to the right. There's a table set up with all kinds of sweatshirts and tank tops and hats and cool stuff like that. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, just reaching for that one was Will Horton, and slaps it barely into the parking lot on the first base side. Trevor Matson acting as ball boy tonight as well. So we'll do the 0-2 again here. Ryan Hayes led off the inning. He flew out to right field. Peyton Leeper on a 4-pitch walk stands on first base. Here's the 0-2 to Chase Reynolds. Throw to first, runner back. Horton with a pretty good move. Fremont with a 3-game losing streak. Hastings with a 4-game winning streak. The last 2 on the road. Then coming home, they won the first 2 against Fremont, and now we're tied up here on this one. Here's the 0-2 once again. That one back to the pitcher. It could be 2. Over to second, back to first, and it is a double play. The unconventional, the 0-1, 4-3 double play. So he got out of it, got the pitch he wanted, and Fremont is out of the inning here in a second. We're all tied up at 1 apiece. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee of their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Well, got the double play he needed to get out of the inning there, did Will Horton, as had the ball hit back to him. He threw it to second to retire Chase Reynolds on the 1-4-3 double play. A little scoring update I want to tell you. Now, it was originally called an error. It is now a hit. Luke White's hit back in the first inning as Jacob Shaw caught it, and then it fell out of his glove when he was falling. He was diving in midair. Kind of had it, fell to the ground, it fell out of his glove. That was ruled a hit and not an error. So there is one hit for Fremont. They did score a run as well that inning. Busters have 1 run on 2 hits and an error in the game. And Brian Frew is going to join us here on the broadcast. Come on over, Brian. And we are good to go. So another great pitching performance, a good back-and-forth battle here. Once again, they score, we score. It's a little chess match we've been playing all week.
Yeah, I think what might get overlooked is how good of an at-bat Cole Dawson has right there. Moves him over to third base, so Trevor just has all the options in the world. And, Trevor just misses really driving one, but still is able to get the run in. So that's the kind of baseball we like to see. That's how you scratch out runs.
Well, and Omar sitting at the table getting on the base, that's important if you're a leadoff hitter. You get on, you set the inning. Nobody was better at that here in Hastings than Casey Burnham was.
Yeah, Casey had 100 different ways he could get on first base. I mean, just a routine grounder to shortstop is you can almost put a single on the board for him.
Here's the 0-1 coming up to JT Cafferty. Swung on and missed on the off-speed. It'll be Cafferty, Solis, and Jacob Shaw. Now, Jacob Shaw, people say, wait a minute, pitcher out in the outfield. He's a very good athlete, and he also swings a pretty good stick.
Yeah, I mean, Shaw's not just a pitcher. He's a true utility player. Not only can he play outfield, but he'll run around at second base and third base, too, if we need him.
That one just misses outside from Kiyuchi. And we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hard to believe that only 3 home games left after tonight, Brian. It just seems like we got started here not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. It's always it feels like a drag in the middle of the season in mid-July, and then all of a sudden the last series of the season kind of sneaks up on you. So, and especially we've been playing pretty good baseball lately, so it's kind of like you don't want it to end. But we do still have a few more games. Nice piece
2-2 smacked into first base. That's a good piece of hitting right there. Inside-out swing. And on again is the leadoff hitter for the Busters. Talk about swings. Omar Jackson had a great swing opposite field. I know he's been hitting a lot of line drives, getting underneath the ball. It was good to see him drop the hands in and slap it into left field his first at-bat.
Yeah, and I mean, a nice thing about being a left-handed leadoff is usually the third baseman's in a little bit, so it kind of opens up the field. But great at-bat. I think it was a 2-strike swing for him. Same as Cafferty right there. 2-strike swing, good at-bat, and it looks like we're scrappy Sodbusters tonight.
That works, whatever works. Luke Solis steps in, 2-12 on the season, swung on and missed. The versatility we have up the middle, those guys turned a ton of double plays last night. They just switched positions, halftime change side. Solis now at second, Dawson at short. It doesn't really matter, good hands either way.
Yeah, and Jack is a shortstop also, so we got 3 shortstops out there every night, and Chandler, rotates them around, keeps them fresh and interested, and all 3 of them play every single position really well.
Had a good chat with Luke Bay before the game. Said he's having a great time coaching, and the way the guys have been playing lately, he's really, really proud of his guys. He tells them first pitch strike is key, and they've really honed in on that, especially today. Will Horton has done that. 3 strikes, and down goes Solis.
Yeah, it looked like a breaking ball that didn't really break all that much, and Solis got caught swinging at a high pitch.
So it brings up Jacob Shaw. Shaw is batting .318 on the season for the Sodbusters. Starting right field tonight. Kiyuchi gets a sign. Leading off of first is J.T. Cafferty, and that one is strike. Cafferty, not a huge stolen base threat, but if the right situation came, they may send him.
Yeah, maybe towards the bottom of the order like we are now. If we get into like a 3-1, 3-2 type of count, we might send him. But, yeah, Cafferty doesn't run that well. He's much better known as an offensive player with the bat in his hand.
Sure.
So.
Kind of a big guy over there.
Yeah.
Very agile. But
yeah, and he's another great athlete just like Shaw. I mean, Cafferty can play first base, any outfield position, and obviously he does a great job behind the plate like he is tonight.
Here is the 0-1 from Kiyuchi, and strike 2 called. Maybe a generous call on that one. Jack Lombardi due up next for the Busters. 1-1 our score here in the bottom of the second. That's Brian Frew. I'm Josh Salmon. Nate Miller running our cameras here on a very, very humid night. And, you know, I was telling the listeners before and the viewers that I got here and Cole Dawson wasn't dressed out already in the dugout. Then you know it's a hot day. He's always the first one dressed out in the dugout.
Yeah, that's actually why I came up here. Is I was sitting in the dugout talking to Chandler for a little bit, and I was like, I need some air conditioning. So I'm going to head up to the box.
We're roughing it up here. The 1-2 coming up. Cafferty stands on first, 1 out. High bouncer back to pitcher. Kiyuchi lobs it over to first. They almost don't get him. E.J. Taylor, if he wasn't so tall, would have had a base hit there, but Shaw gets the runner over, and there's 2 outs. Just about threw that one away.
Yeah, pitchers can pinpoint accuracy when they're thrown, but if you ask them to throw to a base, it's a struggle. I was kind of holding my breath on that last double play that Horton turned, because especially left-handed pitchers trying to throw it to second base, it's sometimes can be a circus. But Horton did a great job, and we were able to turn the double play and get out of the inning.
I like how Jacob Shaw did, or Will Horton did earlier in the first inning to get the third out. He just ran over there and just barely lobbed it.
Yeah,
sometimes
I had a conversation with him about it one time, and it's like with left-handed pitchers, you can do as much PFP as you want. They're still going to just clench up and get nervous when they have to do something like that because they're not natural infielders. Let's see if he sends Cafferty here.
Lombardi smacks a single into first, respecting the arm of the right fielder Simonson, holds him at third. So runners at the corners here, second hit of the inning. Again, a multi-hit inning here for the Busters. We talked about this last night, but Chandler Wagner has been challenging the guys here since about a couple weeks ago to put multi-hits together, string hits together in an inning. And even though there's a couple outs in between these, you still have 2 hits in an inning, and he's happy with that.
Yeah, and I mean, basically, I think it comes down to just not giving up at bats. And we have, I bet, in our first time through the order, every single one of those 9 at bats was a quality at bat in some way or another. And that's great to see, and that's how you string hits together, is when you continually give yourself a chance to put the ball in play and barrel it up. You're going to get a lot of hits that way.
Strike 1 to Omar Jackson. Omar, the 5th batter of the inning. Runners on the corner here for the Busters. 2 outs. 1-1 our score. Bottom 2. The ball's 1 strike. Kiyuchi gets a sign, checks his runner. He's got
third baseman's deep. I wouldn't be surprised to see Omar drop one.
Lombardi does go. I thought maybe he'd go in this sequence, and he did. He stole a base. Nice job there. I figured he would go either first pitch or second pitch, and he did. Stolen base there for Jack Lombardi.
Looks like a called strike, so Omar's down 0-2, but now 2 runners in scoring position, so if Omar has another 2-strike hit, I would think Chandler will probably wave around Jack. Jack runs a little better than Cafferty does.
Yeah, and if he can do like he did last time, there's plenty of room in left field. The left fielder's playing him, obviously, a left-handed batter more towards center. A lot of room out there in left field. Koski does hit to left, but this time pops it up. It's falling into the arms of Koski, and nobody comes in. Busters leave 2 on base. Brian, stick around.
I think Steve's coming.
Oh, that's right.
For
Okay.
the next inning here.
Brian, thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so Busters leave 2 on and get 2 hits, and at the end of 2, it is 1-1 our score. This is Sod Buster Baseball from Duncan Field. We'll take a word now from Eldon's Automotive.
Yeah, so Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Back to Duncan Field in third inning. Steve Stein's going to have you on this one.
Hey, thank you very much. It is a 1-1 tie. Another pretty good baseball game in progress between the Moo and the Hastings Sodbusters. Hastings trying for the 3-game home sweep, then they'll complete a 4-game series in Fremont tomorrow, a place that the Sodbusters have not won yet this year. They are now over 500 against Fremont here at Duncan Field. 5-4 at Duncan after winning the first 2 games this series, and Will Horton's been fairly effective through the first 2 innings. Got a double play as he began that 1-4-3 twin killing to end the second, so it's back to the top of the order. Tyler Push, Jack Simonson, E.J. Taylor up there for the Fremont Moo, and he was able to do pretty well against those guys the first time. Did allow 1 unearned run in the first inning. 1 run, 4 hits for the Sodbusters, 1 run, 1 hit for Fremont in the game right now. As the pitch is on the way, and it's taken for a strike, no balls, and 1 strike on Tyler Push. Push, the leadoff man, is up. Excuse me, it's their bottom of the order, Dylan Sears. It was Chase Reynolds who grounded into the 1-4-3 double play, so it's Dylan Sears is at the plate, and he has a 1-1 count on him. As here's the pitch, taken outside for ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. So after Peyton Leeper walked, it was a 1-4-3 double play hit into by Chase Reynolds, the number 8 hitter, to end that second inning. 2-1 delivery, and that's fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dylan Sears, batting in the number 9 spot, but not your stereotypical number 9 guy, as he is hitting some 300 this year, actually up at 308 with a home run and 24 RBIs. 2-2 pitch on the way. Off speed is lifted high in the air to right center field. Omar Jackson calls off his right fielder and makes the call, makes the catch as well. Dylan Sears gone to begin the third inning. And now it's the top of the order with Tyler Push, who flew out to right field his first time up. Hastings getting a run in the first inning. A sacrifice fly from Trevor Matson. Omar Jackson scoring that run for the Hastings Sodbusters. We've had a variety of scoring changes, and it looks like we're going to stick with now what I think we've changed 3 times. There are no errors officially in the game. They have ruled the initial hit to right field that was called a hit, then called an error, and then called a hit again, but it is going to be Luke White with a hit now. 1 run on 1 hit officially for Fremont. Hit in the hole to shortstop. Great play. Dawson as he guns down Tyler Push, a pretty fast runner, but Cole Dawson made it look easy, and there are 2 outs here in the top half of inning number 3. So coming to the plate now will be Jack Simonson, who flew out to left field his first time up. So it will be an earned run now charged to Will Horton, a run on 1 hit that he has allowed so far. He's walked a couple, and he's trying to set him down in order for the first time today, as Jack Simonson, pretty tough out, stands in the right-handed box for the Fremont Moo. It's a solid batting team, this Fremont squad. His pitch is fouled away, no balls and 1 strike. But Fremont has seen their team batting average drop by 10 points during this little stretch here against the Sodbusters, as they have now fallen to 309. They have gone from 2nd to 3rd in the league in hitting. Pitch across for a strike. Count goes to no balls and 2 strikes on Jack Simonson. Spearfish and Souris Valley now the top 2 hitting teams in the Expedition League. Will Horton trying to finish off Jack Simonson, and the delivery is taken high for a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Simonson. Contrast that with the Sodbusters. They are at 253, and that is actually 12th in the 12-team league. They've fallen to 12th over the last couple of days. Hasn't been a big hitting couple of games, but getting great pitching, getting great defense, and just really solid baseball as the Sodbusters winning in extras on Monday 3-2, and then taking a 4-0 victory yesterday as Simonson fouls a pitch away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Simonson as he continues to battle in there. product of North Dakota State. He's from Sioux Falls, 6'2", 210-pounder, and the 1-2 delivery on the way again. Called strike 3. Simonson watches it go by, and the Fremont Moo are down in order as it's the first strikeout of the game for Will Horton. The Sodbusters and the Moo are tied at 1 as we bring you this from Adams County Visitors Bureau. Shopkeepers and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Hastings Sodbusters bottom half of inning number 3 as Hastings scored a run in the first, a single from Omar Jackson, a sacrifice fly from Trevor Matson. They also got a single that inning from Matt Holback and followed that up with 2 more hits in the second, but could not make them pay with a run. We'll see what they could do here with Dawson coming up against the right-hander Levi Kiuchi. Kiuchi through the first couple of innings, again scattering 4 hits so far. He has struck out 1, but he has been able to avoid any kind of walks at this point, which certainly helps his cause. And we're looking like it could be another good pitcher's game here between the Fremont Moo and the Hastings Sodbusters. These two teams playing again tomorrow, but that will be in Fremont, place which has not been kind to the Hastings Sodbusters this year. Cole Dawson steps to the plate. He grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. As Cole Dawson, one of the top players on the team, .326 batting average on the season, and that leads the regulars for this squad. Matt Holback has jumped all the way up and is vying for top spot in terms of batting average for the year, as he's at .324 heading into today. Bouncing ball right side, and that is going to stay foul. No balls, 1 strike on Cole Dawson. Bottom half of the third inning, it's a 1-1 tie.
Brian talked about this, and the guys are really getting some good quality at bats. I mean, if they're getting out, like Cole Dawson's last at bat, he got it to second base to move Omar over. You had Madsen get the sacrifice fly. They're just having good at bats there. If they're getting out and making something of it.
And Dawson with a pretty good series in progress, 1 for 5 on Monday with a run scored, 2 for 4 yesterday, and he also scored a run in that game. So Dawson now 3 for 10 in the series as he takes the pitch for a strike. It's quickly 2 strikes on Cole Dawson. Hastings Sodbusters trying to work their way up in the standings in the second half. In the Expedition League, they remain in 5th place in front of Pierre and behind Western Nebraska. 0-2 delivery and a swing and a miss for Dawson. A rare strikeout for him. He's a generally good contact guy. That'll bring up Madsen, who hit it hard his first time up, and it was hard enough to bring a run home as he flew out to center field for the lone RBI of the game for the Sodbusters. 1-1, bottom half of inning number 3. Sodbusters have out-hit the Moo 4-1. As Kiuchi brings the pitch home, and Madsen, first pitch swinging right to the third baseman, and a strong throw is in time as Chase Reynolds unleashes that one. 2 up, 2 down for the Sodbusters here in the third after Fremont went 1-2-3 in the top of the inning. And we'll see Matt Holback come to the plate. He had a single his first time up, and he'll have an opportunity here to try to reach base with 2 outs and nobody on.
Last 7 days he's batting over .360. He's really been playing well. That was his 10th hit in the last 7 days.
And the series, he has been hot, as you would expect, since he's been good in the last 10 days, as the pitch is in there for a strike, no balls, and 1 strike on Holback, who went 3 for 5 at RBI and 2 runs scored on Monday. Followed that up with a 2-hit game yesterday with an RBI and a run scored. He also was the winning pitcher on Monday with 2 innings of hitless ball, even though he did allow a run. Count 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Hallback. And again, a hit already to begin the day for him. 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Another multi-hit game for Matt Hallback as he's aboard with 2 outs. And Logan Johnstone will try to keep it going for the Hastings Sodbusters in inning number 3.
Hallback, Johnstone, these guys were playing high school baseball just a couple months ago, and they're really, really adapting to college baseball well, and I think they got bright futures ahead of them. Both these kids play extremely well.
You bet, and they were given the opportunity this summer. Hopefully they will come back next summer. Imagine what they will be like with a summer of baseball at the college level under their belts. Could really be team leaders on next year's team. Bouncing ball right side, trouble off the second baseman's glove. Hallback rounds second. He's headed to third. It's a single for Johnstone, and runners at the corners with 2 outs now for J.T. Cafferty.
Dylan Sears a little slow to get up. I think he hurt his arm a little bit, but more hurt pride there than anything else.
So the Sodbusters continue to threaten against Kiyuchi, but just 1 run scored so far, and we are going to see a visit to the mound. Shea Bennett will make a slow walk for Fremont. Still just a 1-1 score, but the Sodbusters will threaten again here. As the second inning, they stranded a couple, had no runs, 2 hits with 2 men left. They stranded a man in the first, and have now amassed 6 hits in the game.
3 innings in a row, they've had 2 hits. 2-hit innings, and that's exactly what Wagner challenged the guys to here a couple weeks ago. He says, put some hits together in an inning, string some hits together where even if there's a couple outs in there, try to get multiple hits in an inning, and good things will happen. And so far they've done that. They've left a couple on base, but they are getting the hits, and the guys' confidence is going up as you win 4 games in a row. And this is a good sign as well. As we talked about Kiyuchi, he hasn't gone more than, I think, 4 innings once this year. So, could be getting close to the end of the road for him.
And you're to the point in the season where there are days you just kind of put a guy out there and see how long he can go. And much like the Sodbusters yesterday, which got a great performance from Jake Schroeder, he had his longest outing of the year and picked up his first victory of the season. So tremendous outing for him as the Sodbusters have gotten good pitching during this 4-game winning streak, trying to make it 5 in a row. And who can come up with a big 2-out hit? We'll see if it's J.T. Cafferty, as the runners are at the corners now with 2 men out. J.T. singled off of Kiyuchi his first time, and he takes strike 1, no balls and 1 strike on J.T. Cafferty.
Runners on the corner here, perfect chance, but there is 2 outs. So J.T. needs a good quality of bat and just poke something in the outfield to get the run in.
Decent speed. Sodbusters already have 1 stolen base today. We'll see if they try a double steal here to get that run home. Although they will run. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw is into center field, and the Sodbusters will get a run home on a throwing error.
Batter interference.
Oh, my goodness. They call batter interference there.
Wow, I wasn't watching the batter. That's what was called, though.
Wow, huge call going against the Sodbusters. Apparently, you had J.T. Cafferty impinge on the throw from Ryan Hayes, and the Sodbusters are turned away here when it looked like they were going to get a run home. No runs on 2 hits and 2 men left as we head to inning number 4. It's a 1-1 tie. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
I don't know which one we're on. Okay, here we go.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
It is a 1-1 tie as we head to the 4th inning. Fremont will have its 3, 4, and 5 hitters up there. Taylor, White, and Koski. And really not a whole lot of argument from Chandler Wagner there on that batter interference with the catcher. And so the Sodbusters miss a golden opportunity as they would have had a run home. Although, like I say, if there really was interference, then that could have been
responsible for that poor throw, which went into center field. So one way or the other, you got to move on, and Taylor, White, and Koski try to get it going against Will Horton, who's been very solid through the first third of this game, allowing 1 run on 1 hit, striking out 1, walking 2. He's thrown 40 pitches so far, while Levi Kiuchi's matched him with 43 pitches thrown, allowing 1 run and scattering 6 hits so far. E.J. Taylor comes to the plate now. He walked and scored the run for the Fremont Moo, as E.J. stands in the right-handed box. Regular player for this squad, one of the many guys which hits the ball very well for this Fremont Moo squad, and he's been really good glove guy today, notwithstanding they did rule a ball off his glove earlier in this game a hit, as Taylor swings at this 0-1 pitch. It's into center field, and Omar Jackson camps under that one, and EJ is down to begin the 4th inning. As the wind blowing in from center field with the temperatures in the upper 90s and the heat index well over 100 today in south central Nebraska. Here comes Luke White, designated hitter, and he ended up being awarded a double and an RBI his first time up on a ball that was hit into right field, and Jacob Shaw made a diving attempt but had it bounce off his glove. He stands the right-handed box, 1-0 count on him. Will Horton a big sigh and brings the pitch home. And the pitch is taken for a ball, 2 balls, no strikes on Luke White, who has had a very good series so far. 2 for 4 on Monday, 3 for 4 yesterday, but no runs scored, no RBIs. So 5 for 8, and then another hit here, 6 for 9. He did get an RBI his first time up today, but for those first 2 games, yes, he had his hits, but unproductive hits, if you will. 2-1 the count now on Luke White, the pitch. Take it upstairs, now 3-1 on White. White, a product of Lewis and Clark State, out of Lewiston, Idaho. And the 3-1 pitch on the way. Hit high in the air, but foul. 3-2 now on White. A 1-2-3 inning for Will Horton in inning number 3. He also faced the minimum in the second. Thus far has done a very good job maximizing his pitches. 3-2 delivery, and White just reached out, got a piece of it. He was fooled on that one, but he'll live to get another swing here. Soundbusters winning on Monday by a score of 3-2 in 11 innings, and then shut out the Moo. Doesn't happen too often. 4-0 to score on what is now the 3rd best hitting team in the Expedition League. They were 2nd coming into the week. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Will Horton gets a big strikeout here against Luke White, and Ryan Koski will come to the plate for the Fremont Moo. 2nd strikeout of the game to go along with a couple of walks for Will, and Koski grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. 1-1 the score. Fremont and Hastings here in the top half of inning number 4. This is the 20th meeting of the 21 between Hastings and Fremont. The season series will at long last come to an end tomorrow. Pitch in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. And if you're Fremont, you'd like to play them every day, because Fremont is 14-5 against the Hastings Sodbusters coming into today. But Hastings 5-4 here at Duncan Field after winning 2 games. 0-10 in Fremont. 1-1 the count now on Ryan Koski. Kearney product, former Sodbuster. 1-1 delivery, off speed, taken high. 2-1 the count on Koski. 1 run, 6 hits for the Sodbusters. 1 run, 1 hit for the Fremont Moo. Hastings playing its best ball overall, though. Solid defense. I've gotten some timely hitting during his 4-game win streak. And really good pitching. Pitch across for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not too many walks. Knock on wood. And the defense has been outstanding behind the starting pitchers over this span. And relief pitchers, for that matter. They've gotten good bullpen work. 2-2 pitch on the way. off speed, stayed just a little bit high. Will had headed for the dugout, and he'll have to reclimb the hill. You look at Monday night, Jeremy Schneider getting a great start, 5 2/3 innings, a 4-hit shutout ball. Jacob Shaw solid out of the pen. Pitches hit hard but foul. Remains 3-2 on Ryan Koski. And then Matt Hallback coming in 2 innings, able to pick up the win in relief, allowing 1 run on no hits, striking out 1 and walking 1. Then yesterday, a tremendous start for Jake Schroeder, who picked up the win, his first of the year, working 6 1/3 innings of 5-hit shutout ball. 3-2 pitches hit hard to left center field, carrying well, but going back and making the catch on the run will be Ryan Koski, and Fremont is gone in order for the second straight inning as we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. It remains Hastings 1 and Fremont 1, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Spaces designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
At the bottom half of inning number 4, Sodbusters and Fremont tied at 1. The Sodbusters have had Kiyuchi on the ropes a couple of times, but have not been able to finish him off as he goes out for his 4th inning of work. Now, he has made the most of his pitches. His pitch count pretty low, but the Sodbusters have hit him for 2 hits every inning, scoring a run in the first, had no runs on 2 hits in the second, and no runs on 2 hits in the third. They didn't get their hits until there were 2 outs at inning number 3, and had a great chance to score, but batter interference was called on J.T. Cafferty, and so a potential steal and then a throwing error was erased. Go-ahead run was wiped off the board, and now the Sodbusters will have the bottom of the order up there against Kiyuchi, who's made his way through 3 innings so far here today at Duncan Field.
Western Nebraska leading at Pierre 3-2 in the second. Spearfish hosting Sioux Falls. That game hasn't started yet. Source Valley jumped out to a 6-0 lead in the second inning at Wheat City. Wheat City will be here this weekend. Badland Big Sticks, Mining City, Tommyknockers, no score. Canyon County Spuds, Casper Horseheads, no score.
And the second half really getting fun now. Fremont just a game up on Spearfish in the Clark division. Sioux Falls is right there despite their 2-game losing streak. They're 3 games back. Western Nebraska's already qualified for the postseason with their first half win. They're 11-10, back over 500 after they suffered through a 7-game skid. Here's Luke Solis, who struck out his first time up against Kiyuchi. Right-hander versus right-hander as Kiyuchi comes set, looks in at his catcher, and brings the pitch home. Taken for a strike, no balls, 1 strike on Kiyuchi. And the Lewis division awfully fun as well. Source Valley won the first half, and they lead Badlands by 1 game. Badlands has been hot. The Big Stick's just a game back now. And the pitch is outside for a ball, 1 ball, and 1 strike. Canyon County is just a couple of games back at 13-11. Mining City 12-11. Wheat City slipped to 7-16 as they'll make that trek to Hastings for Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. The pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 the count on Luke Solis for the Hastings Sodbusters. Solis on Monday went 0 for 3 in the game, and he did have a multi-hit game yesterday, 2 for 4, but swings and misses here as he goes down on strikes for the second time, and that'll bring to the plate Jacob Shaw.
A couple good at-bats there for Luke Solis. He doesn't look comfortable out there tonight at the plate, but let's see. Go back to the dugout and regroup. He's got time.
And Jacob Shaw has been a solid hitter for this team in limited at-bats, playing at his 9th game in the field and hitting .318 as he takes the pitch inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes, grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. It's a guy that he's going to be a pitcher only but in college, but getting some at-bats here and given a good opportunity is when your team batting average is just over 250 and you're 60 points better than that, it's hard for Chandler Wagner at times not to just throw him out there. 2 balls and no strikes now on Jacob Shaw, who had a pretty decent relief appearance in the Monday win, going 3 1/3, allowing 1 run on 2 hits, striking out 3 and not walking anybody. 2-0 delivery on the way. Bouncing ball back up the middle, and that's why he's in the lineup. That's a base hit for Jacob Shaw, the 7th of the ball game for the Hastings Sodbusters.
They have used him as DH this year. He's just an all-around good athlete. He swings a good bat.
And quickly popping out of the dugout is the manager of the year from 2020. That is Shea Bennett, and it looks like a pitching change will be forthcoming here for the Fremont Moo. So we'll tell you about the new Moo pitcher when we come back. It is a 1-1 tie, bottom half of the 4th inning, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Hastings Sodbusters and Fremont are tied at 1 as the Fremont Moo are going to bring number 16 into the ball game, and their official roster as of this morning didn't have a 16, so we'll check the lineup card and see if we can find a 16.
Nope, there's 2 nights in a row they've had somebody come in and pitch that wasn't on the roster.
And now they've said Jackson Krause.
Even the Fremont guys didn't know who it was. The broadcasters next to us were trying to figure it out. Oh, there is a 16 on the roster. Jackson Krause, yep.
Okay.
From Central Arkansas. He's from Lincoln, Nebraska originally.
So Jackson Krause will be the man. And Arkansas Tech, that's probably pretty familiar with this Hastings Sodbuster team.
Yeah, these guys probably joking around before the game. Said, hell yeah, you're going to get me out? I don't know about that. So Crouch, a 6-foot tall pitcher from Lincoln, as I mentioned, 195, tall, lanky drink of water out there, the right-hander. And, Kiyuchi, as we said, doesn't go very many innings, and he went 3 1/3 here, and he is done for the night. 1-1 our score.
As the Sodbusters are going to have their 9-1 and hopefully more batters coming up against Krause. Krause coming in, he's making his 15th appearance. He has started 3 games, 36 2/3 innings, allowing 15 earned runs this year. He struck out 33, walked 22. His record 2-0 with a 3.68 ERA. So Jackson Krause on in relief here in inning number 4 for the Fremont Moo.
Well, actually, he goes to Central Arkansas, so the other guy's
not
Arkansas
Tech. Central Arkansas.
Yep.
Yeah, my
so
bad.
May know some of the guys, but
yes, but not the same school. My
right,
fault. Yeah.
That's okay.
So Jack Lombardi had to hit his first time up and stole the base. Sodbusters have 7 hits in the game. They have out-hit them 7-1, but still a 1-1 tie. Talk about stringing hits together. They've had multiple hits in every inning so far, heading into this 4th, but still only 1 run across. As the pitch is taken for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. And one thing Kiyuchi did do, despite allowing the 7 hits, didn't walk anybody. He was able to stay away from that, and that's one reason that his team was able to defend well enough to keep the Sodbusters at 1. 1-0 delivery is taken upstairs. Now 2 balls and no strikes on Jack Lombardi.
Lombardi's hit earlier was the first one he's had since July 24th, so it's good to see him. Maybe he's finding his swing here against Fremont.
Here's the pitch, and he did not have his string there as he tried to check it and had a tough swing there. It's now 2-1 the count. He went after one well out of the zone. Would have been up 3-0, and when it's a struggle for you, you have swings like that. Runner at first, 1 out, and the 2-1 pitch on the way. Lombardi skies this one in the air down the right field line. E.J. Taylor over to give it a look, but could not get there, and it's 2-2 on Lombardi. As E.J. Taylor, hopefully he's okay. It looked like he stumbled a bit. You mentioned that there is a change in elevation from the turf to the natural grass there, and it looked like E.J. Taylor had a weird step as he makes his way back to first base.
Yeah, there's a big slant there where the drainage ditch is, and it drains really fast when it rains, but it's dangerous for first baseman over there. He's still kind of favoring that ankle a little bit.
So Jack Lombardi, the UNO product, will stand at the plate. Sodbusters and the Fremont Moo are knotted up at 1 as Lombardi stands in the right-handed box against the right-handed pitcher, Krause. 2-2 pitch on the way. Just misses. It's 3-2 on Lombardi. Hastings getting its run in the first after Fremont scored a run in the first. 3-2 delivery on the way, and the pitch is fouled away after we had seen Jacob Shaw take off. Lombardi will head back to the plate, and Shaw will hustle back to first.
Well, if you would have told me on Monday that Fremont would have scored only 3 runs in 2 games, I would have laughed in your face. But that's what's happened.
2 runs in the first 20 innings against the Sodbusters in this series. They get a run in the first inning today after they were held to 2 runs in 11 innings on Monday night and shut out in 9 innings yesterday, seeing her team batting average drop by about 10 points over the first 2 days of this series. Lombardi hanging in there as he fouls another pitch away. It's still 3-2 on the number 9 hitter for Hastings, Jack Lombardi. Fremont still plenty good at 309 behind Spearfish and Souris Valley. Spearfish has been playing really well in the second half. Actually, they've played well this entire season and may have nothing to show for it. 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, so Lombardi down on strike, second strikeout of the inning, and the first of the game for Jackson Krause, and that will bring up Omar Jackson top of the order with 1 on and 2 outs. You look at Spearfish, they are 36-17 on the year. They have a better record now than Western Nebraska overall, and a better record than Fremont, but didn't win the first half, and they are down in the second half by 1 game to the Fremont Moo. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball, foul, right side. So, you don't think about scoreboard watching in a league like this, but there probably is a little scoreboard watching because this Spearfish squad needs to win, and they need some help from teams like Hastings.
No score in the Spearfish team right now. Just getting underway with Sioux Falls at Spearfish.
0-1 pitch on the way. Off speed, stays high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Omar Jackson, who had a single and a run scored in the first. He flew out to left in the second.
Really good swing in that first at-bat. I love him slapping it into left field. If he could do that again here, he tried last at-bat. If he could do that again here, it'd be nice. Last time he flew out to left.
Krause comes set. 1-1 pitch is on the way. It's low and in the dirt, and that will allow Shaw to advance on to second base. A runner in scoring position, and now an RBI chance for Omar Jackson if he could find the outfield. 2-1 the count on Omar Jackson.
Good job, Jacob Shaw, there to run. It wasn't that far away from the catcher, but he took off quick enough and got down there, and Shaw runs pretty well. So runner in scoring position now, chance to do something here. Busters have had several chances with 2 outs in this game.
2-1 the count. Sodbusters trying to take the lead. It's 1-1, and the pitch. Bouncing ball back up the middle. It's snapped by Krause, who underhands to first, and the Sodbusters are turned away again. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. And we head to inning number 5. Josh Salmon will have that for you. It is 1-1, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your number one source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back to Sodbuster Baseball. Josh Salmon along with you. Nate Miller, Steve Stein. Busters tied at one run apiece here in game number 3 against Fremont, winning the first 2, going for 3 in a row here. The fourth game will switch to Fremont tomorrow night, where Busters have had some issues playing at Fremont. They're playing very well here against Fremont this season, especially the last couple games. So Busters had another runner on, left on base. That makes 6 now in the game for them last inning. Fremont, still just the one hit. The one that Jacob Shaw dived on back in the first inning with 2 outs. Got away from him. Will Horton putting on a clinic. He's going to have a tough one here. He'll have Ryan Hayes, Leeper, and Reynolds. 6, 7, 8 hitters here. Swung on and missed on the off speed. Got him, looked like a changeup. Hayes is down the count 0-1. The ball's 1 strike to Ryan Hayes. Start behind the dish tonight. The lefty comes set. Will Horton knew that one swung on and missed as well. And Horton's got the handlebar mustache going on there. I like it. Good picture of it on the Facebook page for the Sodbusters. I couldn't do the handlebar mustache. Mine doesn't grow that way. Here is the 0-2. I would probably try it if I could. I've done the pork chops, I will admit. No balls, 2 strikes on Ryan Hayes. Flew out to right field his first time up. We've only got 2 guys listed as catcher, Hayes and Nichols. We've seen Nichols in the first 2 games, given his knees a rest tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ryan Hayes. Hayes currently batting at the moment. Get your batting average here. 208. Will Horton gets a sign, pitches, and a curveball leaped into right field. That's just over the head of Hallback. That's going to be at least 2 as Jacob Shaw grabs it over by the close to the bench of the bullpen for Fremont. And boy, a nice piece of hitting there by Ryan Hayes. It's a lazy curveball. He waited on it and just swung late, but slapped it just over Hallback, who's pretty tall over there at first base, and made it in for the hit. I don't have a height on Hallback, but I think he's about 6'2", 6'3". So, goes down as a double. It's a nice piece of hitting there. That is the first time all game that Fremont has had the leadoff hitter on. It's only the second hit of the game, surrendered by Will Horton. Horton will now face Peyton Leeper. Leeper has walked once. 1-1 our score here in the 5th inning. Top 5. Duncan Field shallow in the outfield except for left. Johnstone's playing deeper. Omar's playing shallow in center, and you got Jacob Shaw in right field playing very shallow as well for Leeper. We're getting started shortstop tonight. We've seen Baskin in the first 2 games. Baskin with the night off, and Chase Reynolds playing third base for Fremont. 0-1 coming up here from Horton. Runner on second base is Ryan Hayes. 1-1 our score, top 5. And that one just a little low. It's a ball and a strike. Chase Reynolds is due up next. Reynolds started Monday's game, didn't start, but came in the bullpen, took the loss in Monday's game. Horton battling the shadow out there. The shadow's over the rest of his body except for his face from the building here, the stadium. 2 balls and a strike. Nice job by J.T. Cafferty behind the plate to stop that one. J.T., when he goes back to college next year, getting a new college, Arkansas Tech. He's actually going to room with Omar Jackson at Arkansas, and he's going to be more of an outfielder first baseman. He won't be catching for them. 2 balls and a strike. That one is popped up and out of play on the first base side. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Horton pitching a good game. Busters have had some really good starting pitching as of late. Schneider 2 nights ago. Schroeder last night. The bullpen guys have come out. Ryan Melvin had a great inning last night as well. Bigham came in and closed the door. You had Jacob Shaw on Monday coming in, and then Matt Hallbeck closing the door. Here is the 2-2. That one hit shortstop's got it, but nobody's covering third. Cole Dawson got it. Lombardi started to go for it. Dawson started to go for it. It was in that 5-5 hole, backhanded by Dawson. He had nowhere to go, though, as Leeper was already at first base, and Lombardi was right by him to get the ball. So it's just one of those things that Fremont does. They can be pesky with hitting there. 2 hits this inning. They've doubled the hits they've had in the game already. No outs. 8th place hitter Chase Reynolds comes up. Reynolds batting just 172 on the season. Normally a pitcher, playing third base in this game. Hayes stands on third, Leeper on first. 1-1 our score, top 5. Will Horton inside for ball 1. Good start last night from Schroeder. Went 6 innings. He's only gone 3 in any previous start all season. Pitched outstanding. Here is the 1-0. And a little check swing. Dribbler, they're going to have to hurry. Dawson can't come up with it. Run scores. Infield hit. That was excuse me swing, if you will, and it's just what Fremont does. These little nickel and dime things that annoy the you-know-what out of you. And he gets a base hit out of it. 3 hits in a row here for Fremont. After Will Horton hadn't given up a hit, only 1 hit all game coming into this inning. 3 in a row and a run scored. It's now 2-1, the Moo. Brings up Dylan Sears, the 9th place hitter. Sears flew out to center field his first time up. Runners on first and second. That one in there for a strike. So you had the legitimate double by Ryan Hayes down the line. You had the little single a moment ago to Cole Dawson, who had nobody to throw to at third because Lombardi went for the ball as well. And then just a little dink thing between pitcher and shortstop there from Chase Reynolds. So nothing to write home about except for that double this inning for Fremont, but they did get a run in on it. Still no outs. That one outside for Horton. This is what pitchers and pitching coaches like to do. Okay, how does he react? You know, he's had a couple hits in a row. He's given up. How's the pitcher react to this? That's what they like to see. And 2 balls and a strike. To Dylan Sears. Sears 1 of 2 in last night's game, batting .308 coming into tonight. Still at .306 right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 in this inning. It's 2-1 Moo, top 5. Ooh, the curveball just missed. Not by much. Horton not happy with the call. That looked pretty good from up here. I think it just rolled off the table. Must have just barely missed if it did. Apparently it did. Checks his runners. The 3-1 coming to Dylan Sears. Popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule. And Lombardi makes the catch. A little left of the pitcher's mound, about 15 feet. There is 1 out. So still 2 on here for Tyler Push. Push 0 for 2 in the game, 0 for 3 last night. Two on here, 1 in for Fremont. They lead 2-1, top 5. Tyler Push from Fremont goes to Newman University. Here's the 1-0 coming up. in this series. Push only has one hit. That was back on Monday. 1 ball, no strikes to the center fielder. Got a great arm out there in center, though. 2 on, 1 in for Fremont. Swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch. Again, that little thing looked like the changeup there. Will Horton stands on the rubber, waits for the batter to get back in. Gave up a double to Ryan Hayes. He came around to score. Leaper with a single. Chase Reynolds with a single in the RBI. I fell off on the first base side. Leaper and Reynolds are on second and first respectively. 1 out here in top 5. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors for Fremont. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Busters. Fremont has had 4 errors in 2 days. Monday it really didn't cost them the 2 errors. Really didn't capitalize on it. Yesterday it did cost them. Busters able to take advantage of those 2 errors yesterday. Horton wants a new sign. Stands on the third base side of the rubber. Looks at Leaper at second. He's going to check Reynolds over at first. Comes set and delivers. That one foul off the handle and out of play. 1-2 once again here to Tyler Push. Jack Simonson due up next. So you want to get the out here. Maybe a double play would be nice. Of course a double play would be nice. What am I saying? Still could do it. It's been just a couple odd hits this inning. How Fremont has gotten on base. That one fouled up over our head. Ooh, off the facade in front of us and back down. Souvenir there for kid chasing it down. Don't drop your Mountain Dew. There we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Careful how you open that Mountain Dew. He's been running with it now. It's gonna be shook up a little bit. That was good concessions on a hot day. 96 degrees to start the day here at Duncan Field. It's been humid all day. The humidity's been awful. 93 now. Winds at 10 miles an hour. So winds has picked up. Temperatures dropped down. That one hit to left field. That's going to be at least 1. Down the line as Logan Johnstone picks it up. Runner being waved in. Throw to third. And that's a stand-up RBI double for Tyler Push. And now it's 3-1. Fremont. Four hits this inning for Fremont. 2 runs in. Runners on second and third now. And Caffrey's going to talk to Will Horton. Looks like he's a little roughed in the feathers, if you will. A little upset with himself. Give up 1 hit coming into this inning. He's given up 4 in 5 batters. And 3-1. You don't want this thing to get out of hand this inning. Starting to get into the heart of the order. Simonson up, and then if you get past him, you got Taylor, White, Koski. So this is a very, very, very important batter to get right here in Jack Simonson. 2 on, 2 in, 1 out this inning for Fremont. They lead 3-1. First pitch to Simonson is taken for a ball. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, goes to North Dakota State University. This is Jack Simonson. Second game he's played in this series, 0 for 3 in the series. That one fell off on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Busters do have action in the bullpen. Somebody's lightly tossing over there, right-hander. Just getting warmed up. 2 runs in this inning for Fremont, and Horton trying to find a way to get another out. He's got 1. And not a good swing. That one fell off again over by Busters' bullpen. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Simonson. So Simonson has flown out and struck out in the game. 1-2 coming up, 2 on, 2 in for Fremont in the inning. A little confusion here between Horton and JT Cafferty, and then the batter called timeout because he got tired of waiting. So Leaper has scored this inning. Hayes has scored this inning. You have Reynolds and Push on the base paths. Third and second. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jack Simonson. Horton has pitched really, really good until here in the 5th. Fremont, third time through the order, starting to figure him out a little bit. This is where pitchers need to make adjustments. It's easier said than done. Here is the 2-2. Did swing on a miss and got him. The beer batter goes down for the second time, and the crowd gets loaded. Here we go. Charging to the concession stand are the Hastings Sidebuster fans. 2 down for the very, very tough E.J. Taylor. 0 for 1 today with a run scored. A walk, still batting .399. So Horton trying to get out of it here. Gave up 3 hits in a row. Got Dylan Sears to pop out the third. Then the RBI double by Push. Struck out Jack Simonson. Strike 1 here to E.J. Taylor. Fremont has left only 1 guy on base because they only had 1 hit coming into this inning. Excuse me, they left 2 on base. No, I take that back. Yeah, they left 1. They had a double play in the second inning. Busters go on the road tomorrow for 1 game against Fremont, and then back here for the last homestand of the series against Wheat City, 6:35 all 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Love to see you out here. Bring the family. It's the last chance you get to see the Sodbusters at home this season. They hit the road to wrap up the season August 2nd. And pitch coming up here, fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes to E.J. Taylor. Taylor was second in coming into this game in the league in hitting. Here is the 0-2, and that one popped up right field. Shaw giving it chase, but it's going to be out of his reach. So Busters, as I said, will have Wheat City here. Originally it was going to be Sioux Falls, but Wheat City coming to town for 3. The Busters are off the 2nd and hit the road for Wheat City again, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and wrap up the regular season at Pier, August 6th and at 7th. And then the regular season is over. The 0-2 coming up, 2 on, 2 out, 2 in, and he beans E.J. Taylor. One of the last things you wanted to do in that situation, load the bases for Luke White. So Luke Bay deciding if he's going to come out and talk to his pitcher. He is not. He's going to see how he reacts to this. So base is full of Moo. So a lot of beef on the base pass. To a guy that always hits Hastings well. Luke White, 1 of 2 on the game for tonight. 3 hits in yesterday's game. I went outside. He's carefully pitching around him, but you don't want to walk him either. Walk in a run. Lewiston, Indiana is where he's from. He is had 5 hits and 8 at-bats in the series. 2-0 here to Luke White. Busters have a righty warming up. Things have not gone well here in the 5th. And Luke Bay and I talked about this before the game. You look back, there's a lot of games this year where the Busters could have won or would have been in it if it wasn't for 1 inning. This is that inning right now, but they still have a ways to go as we're only in the 5th. They can get out of this one, they can battle back, but Horton upset with the umpiring, not getting anything called, and strikes are few and far between against Luke White. Here is the 3-0. And low for ball 4, and he walks in a run. So that will bring Luke Bay out of the dugout, I am sure, and there he is. 3 walks in the game here. Walks really haven't been an issue in this series, but they have been in this inning. And Luke Bay going to come out and talk to Horton, who looks over at the bullpen. They're not making the switch. They're just going to chat things over. We will take a look at the Expedition League scoreboard, find out what's going on around the league. There's been a lot of close races as Western Nebraska leading 5-4 at Pier right now. And the 3rd, Spearfish Sasquatch leading again. They've had a really, really good season. They're half game up overall, but they're not half game up in the second half. They're leading over Sioux Falls at Spearfish 4-3. Source Valley 6-2, leading at Wheat City in this fifth inning. Canyon County Spuds up 2-0 on Casper at Casper in the second. Badland Big Sticks leading 1-0 at home against Mining City in the bottom of the fourth. Our score is 4-1. Fremont able to put 3 on this inning. Couple on hits, walked in run a moment ago as a long chat on the mound there. Luke Bay to Will Horton. And the 9th batter of the inning coming up here for Fremont. Ryan Koski, he's 0 for 2. It's just what a difference an inning can make. One hit coming into this inning, and then they string 3 together, get an out, another hit, strikeout, hit by pitch, a walk. Probably the last batter Horton's going to face either way. At least this inning. 1 ball, no strikes. 93 degrees. It's cooled off a little bit, but still very humid. Wind picked up a little bit out of center field, 10 miles an hour now, and that one outside. The strike zone has shrunk a little bit, I think, this inning. I think Will Horton agrees. Sometimes umpires will do that as games go on. I don't understand why. Here is the 2-0. And that one in there for a strike. Ryan Hayes, who started this mess, stands on the on-deck circle. There is 2 outs, so Will Horton trying to stop the bleeding here. 3 runs on 4 hits this inning. Here is the 2-1. One fouled back between the wickets of J.T. Cafferty. Goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you've had Hayes, Leeper, and Reynolds score this inning. And you have Push, Taylor, and White on the base paths. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4-1 Fremont, top 5. Here is the pitch. And that one way gets away from him. But luckily caught by J.K. Cafferty. His hand perhaps sweaty. Very understandable on such a humid day. Trying to grip a baseball. You grip anything and you're sweaty. I walk down to the concession stand and back and I'm sweaty today. That's just how humid it is. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Payoff pitch coming up here, top 5, runners going. And it is ball 4, and he walks another one in. So 2 walked in, and that's going to be it for Will Horton as Luke Bay makes his way out of the bullpen. I think I jinxed it. We talked about how good the pitching has been, the starting pitching the last 2 days. Luke and I did before the game, and now the starting pitching is falling apart here. And it's going to be it for Will Horton. Night is done for him. We'll have a pitching change. We'll be right back. This is Sodbuster Baseball here from Duncan Field. We'll take a quick break as we hear from Eldon's Automotive.
Yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Well, the pitching change. New guy, Jaden Jurgensmeyer coming in. If you're from Grand Island, that name is not new to you. He is a Grand Island player. He's a high school Legion player who just came up. This will be his very first batter, a college batter he's faced in his career, and he inherits the bases loaded. So right into the fire. Hey, let's see what he's made of, right? That's perhaps the mentality here for Chandler Wagner and Luke Bay is he will inherit 3 Moo on base. Boy, what an inning it's been for Fremont, and not a good one for Will Horton. So Koski up again for the second inning, the second time this inning, 10th batter of the inning. Well, Horton is responsible for all three batters on base. He just gave up 3 hits, got an out, gave up a double RBI, strikeout, hit a batter, walk, and those 2 walks turned into be runs. So 4 runs in here. Things are starting to get out of hand for this game. It's 5-1 now in the 5th. Fremont has only scored 2 runs this entire series coming into tonight. So we'll see what Juergensmeyer can do. Jaden Juergensmeyer. Will Horton went 4 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 23 batters faced. Again, he was responsible for the 3 on the base. Ryan Koski due up the second time this inning, 4th time of the game. 0-2 with a walk. Actually, he didn't start the inning. Ryan Hayes started the inning. Oh, this is Ryan Hayes. I'm sorry. Ryan Hayes. I'm confusing my Ryans, Koski and Hayes. He did start the mess with the double. Strike 1, first pitch thrown by Juergensmeyer as a sodbuster. Where's the number 18? And that pitch outside as it's humid, and so the guy's having a hard time getting a grip of the ball. Jaden Juergensmeyer from Grand Island, Nebraska, just came up, joined the team this week. First time pitching college baseball. It's the ball to pop up to first, and slicing out of play as Matt Hallback gives it to Chase. It's out of play. Juergensmeyer. Right-hander, big tall guy. He's going to play at Hastings College, so he's got used to playing here at Duncan Field. As he's going to be a Bronco next year. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Juergensmeyer went to Grand Island Senior High. Here is the pitch. That one's fouled off. Carson Gohoy was the sodbuster this year, also a Grand Island Senior High product. Carson graduated last year. Well, actually, it would have been 2019. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4 runs in this inning for Fremont here in the 5th. Juergensmeyer trying to stop the bleeding. That one hit into the power alley. That's going to be extra runs. There's 1. And the throw coming in from left field. There's 2 in. They should have thrown it to second because he will advance to second on the throw. A 2 RBI single for Ryan Hayes. And this thing is completely out of hand now. It is 7-1. 6 runs in this inning. And things are falling apart here for sodbuster pitching. They've been so solid. The last 4 games held Fremont to 2 runs in 2 games, which is unbelievable. But now Fremont has 5 hits in the inning and 6 runs. 7-1 now as Peyton Leeper comes up. He's been on base twice. That one popped up third base. This could do it. Lombardi makes the out, and they leave 1 on base. So 6 runs in on 4 hits, and they leave 1 on. It is 7-1 Fremont at the end of 4.5. Bottom of the 5th coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field. We'll hear from the Adams County Visitors Bureau and tell you what they have to offer.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind.
Ram Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Well, Fremont had a huge inning. Had 5 hits, 6 runs in. They now lead 7-1. Busters have the work cut out for them. Josh Salmon and Nate Miller to my right. Steve Stein on the game here. Busters got some work to do, down by 6 here in the 5th inning. They had 1 hit coming into and 1 run coming into the last inning. They added 5 hits and 6 runs as the wheels fell off that inning. And there's been a lot of games this year. I'd have to go digging into the box scores where that's happened. You've had an outstanding game all but 1 inning. So we'll see what Busters can do. They can battle back here. Down but not out. Fremont has lost the first 2 games of the series. And the series switches to Fremont tomorrow for the last game of the year against Fremont. Busters will be happy to wave them bye-bye. I've seen them over 20 times this year. And I'm sure Fremont feels the exact same way if you ask them. Sioux Falls now took a big lead over Spearfish. At Spearfish, 7-2 in the second. Pure Trappers moved ahead of Western Nebraska as well. So lots of action going on in the Clark division as 7-5 now. Pure is leading over Western Nebraska. Cole Dawson lead things off here for the Busters. He's 0 for 2. He's ground out and struck out. Busters need base runners. And you've got Chase Reynolds playing almost even with the bag at third, so it'd be a little harder to drop a bunt down here. He does show bunt. Reynolds was expecting it. Pitch is taken for a strike instead. I thought about bunt too. Reynolds playing even with the bag at third. E.J. Taylor back at first. Shadow over the left side of the infield. Outfield all in the sun. No balls, 2 strikes here to Cole Dawson. Kraus came in relief last inning. He is kicks and delivers. Down hit off of his glove, and that's going to be a base hit. If he would have let it go, they probably would have got the out. It tipped off his glove. Dylan Sears was running over there to make the play. And once it tipped off his glove, Sears was going the opposite direction. So take a hit any way you can get a hit. Cole Dawson with his first hit of the night. Leadoff hitter on for the Busters. 3rd time tonight they've had the leadoff hitter on. The 1st inning, the 2nd inning, and the 5th inning. Trevor Matson comes up. He's due. Sacrifice fly and a ground out. And strike 1 there to ball 1, to Matson. Thought the umpire signals a strike. Yesterday's game, Trevor was 1 of 2. Cole Dawson on first base. Busters trail 7-1. Good swing, opposite field into right field. Took the pitch, an inside pitch, dropped the hands in and just slapped it into right. That's what good hitters do. That's a great piece of hitting right there. Big gap on that right side as E.J. Taylor was holding on the first baseman. Or holding on the runner, And 2 hits in a row here for the Busters. Last inning was the only inning they failed to have 2 hits in a row in the entire game. Or not 2 hits in an inning, I should say, in the last inning. So they had 2 hits in the first inning, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and now 2 here in the 5th. No outs. Matt Hallback, 2 hits in the game for him. He's 2 for 2. This is the guy you want at the plate right now. Strike 1. Hallback has been on fire. If it was a video game, his bat would be flaming. Just be flashing fire. 0-1 coming up here from Kraus. That one gets away from the catcher. Runners will advance. So now runners in 2nd and 3rd. Tough night at the office back there for the catcher, Hayes. 3 pass balls tonight. So now job gets a little easier for Hallback. Matson moves pretty good out there at 2nd. Dawson moves very well at 3rd. And fouled off just a little late on that one over to my right and into the crowd and, into the parking lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watching Major League Baseball. I've been watching the wire all night. Some trades going on. The Major League Baseball trade deadline is Friday. Here is the 1-2. That one hit to first base. E.J. Taylor scoops it. Dawson able to score, though. Good base running as Dawson took off immediately. So you'll trade the run for the out easily, the out for the run. Hallbeck is now 2 of 3, but he gets the RBI. Scoring the run is Cole Dawson. And it brings up Logan Johnstone. Johnstone, 1 of 2. Grounded out and singled. Trevor Matson stands on third base. Went into the dirt. Nice scoop this time by Hayes, the catcher. Busters 2 runs on 9 hits. They've left 6 guys on base. Fremont has only left 2. They've had 7 runs on 6 hits. That one fell off third base side. Logan a little late on that one. Goes a ball and a strike. To the lefty, Logan Johnstone. Bats left-handed. Throws right-handed. Gatos, California. Back up the middle. That's going to be a single and an RBI for Johnstone. Man, this kid can play some ball. Really impressed with him. RBI there. Busters put 2 on the board here against Krause. So third hit of the inning. And second run of the inning. Was it J.T. Cafferty? 1 of 2. Last time up, Busters had something going. They were going to do a double steal, and they called batter's interference on him, and that ended the inning. That's an out for him. So, 1 of 2 for him. So he singled in the second. Johnstone stands on first. Busters still trail by 4. But they've got 2 in this inning already with 1 out, and that one's called a late strike. The ball was on the way back to the pitcher when the umpire called it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Scooting over in the air conditioning here in the press box. I can't feel it over there. Here we go. Here is the 1-1. And that one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hits by Dawson Matson. Hallbeck grounded out to first, but got the RBI to score Dawson. Johnstone was a single. Just knocked in Matson. He stands at first base as Johnstone. That one called strike 2, and the strike zone is varying here in the last couple innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes to J.T. Cafferty. Johnstone being held on at first. Busters with 2 runs in the inning. Still trails 7-3, bottom 5. High chopper is going to be foul ball. Bay grabs it. No, tries to grab it. Over there. It's always fun to see the little kids getting autographs after the games. No matter how good or bad the players do, the kids don't care. They want to go out there and they want to meet the players, and they want to get the autographs and get the baseballs, and that's awesome. Love that part. Here is the 2-2 coming up. Johnstone on, 1 out, 7-3 Fremont. Busters 2 in this inning. That's going to get him over. Johnstone stopped for a second. He is going to go second. Third now as the right fielder can't pick it up. And a single there, another hit by the Busters. 4 hits this inning. J.T. Cafferty with his second hit of the game. Johnstone delayed a second to make sure it wasn't going to be caught by Push. And Push, it just kind of stopped and he gave up on it, and he let the right fielder get it. They both kind of stood there looking at the ball. So Logan easily made it on the third. If they would have waited in that second longer, he might have made it home if he didn't delay on that one. So runners on the corners now for Luke Solis. Solis has struck out twice. Fouls that one back. He has not had 2 good at-bats in this game. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's been off balance. He's been fooled. He just hasn't been comfortable to play tonight. Time for that to change. No balls and 1 strike from Krause. Jackson Crouch comes set, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So Solis has only had 1 ball thrown to him all night. It was an 0-2 count. He struck out on the second. A 1-2 count in the fourth, and now he's down 0-2 here. Runners on the corners for the Busters. They have 3 runs on the board, 2 in this inning. Now it's a 1-2 count. Jacob Shaw up next. Jack Lombardi after that. Fremont broke it open in the top of the inning with 6 runs. Bustard answered back here with 2 so far. Solis slaps it and foul. So Luke Solis hitting .207 right now at the moment. He wants to obviously get that number up a little bit. Kind of last 7 days he's hitting .250. And swung on and missed on that one. He gets away from the catcher, though. Run will score. That's a strikeout. It is an out, but they score a run. So it's a swing and a miss. It is a strikeout. But the run scores. Johnstone comes in. The ball gets away from the catcher. So it's a strikeout and a pass ball. Buster's put another run on. And it brings up Jacob Shaw. Shaw, 1 of 2. Cafferty stands at second base. That one gets away from the catcher, too. Tough night at the office here for Ryan Hayes as that one almost goes in the dugout. He does save it from going in the dugout. That would have been an extra base as well. I think it was about 4 inches from going in the dugout. Good second reflex there. That is a wild pitch. So Ryan Hayes is going to need some ice pack after the game. He's just... maybe a cold beverage. I don't know how old he is, but it's been that kind of night for him back there. But his team is winning 7-3. So now runner moves into third base. 1-0 count here is now 2-0 to Jacob Shaw. Shaw with the local guys trying to hit in his other fellow Hastings player, J.T. Cafferty, standing at third base. That one outside, 3-0. Nobody going in the Fremont bullpen. They still have a 3-run lead. Busters gave up 6 in the top of the inning. Able to battle back with 3. There's 2 outs. Here's the 3-0 from Kraus. Way outside, ball 4. First walk given up by Moo pitching tonight. Comes with 2 outs. Jack Lombardi comes up. 1 of 2. Single and a strikeout for him. So Kraus came in the 4th inning. Relief of Kiuchi. That one upstairs for a ball. 5 straight balls thrown here by Kraus. Runners on the corners. Busters with 4 hits. 3 runs in this inning. That one is a strike. Kraus, 1 1/3 innings thrown so far. 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. 1-1 here. Lombardi takes it inside. It goes to 2-1. Omar Jackson stands on deck. Cole Dawson led off with a single. Trevor Matson has a single. Johnstone single. J.T. Cafferty single. Solis is struck out. Hallbeck is grounded out. And Shaw walked. Runners on the corners here. Busters with 11 hits and only 4 runs to show for it. That one in there for a strike as well. They have left 18 on the bases in this series. They've already left 6 on tonight. 4 hits, 3 runs in. That one down the first base line. E.J. Taylor grabs it, tags first base to end the inning. They leave another 2 runners on, but they come up with 3 more runs. Now it's going to be an important inning to hold Fremont here as they battle back. At the end of 5, it is 7-4 Fremont. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field, and we'll take a word now from Salmon Says Media.
Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Well, Buster's able to scrape together a couple runs there. They still trail 7-4. To have you here in the 6th inning, it is Steve Stein.
Really a nice response for Hastings after Fremont was able to put up 6 runs in the top of the 5th. The Hastings comes back with 3 in the bottom of the inning, so it's 7-4. Very much a ball game again. Jaden Juergensmeyer out for his first full inning of work, and you really feel bad for Will Horton. He deserved so much better. Really pitched a pretty good 5th inning even. Just kind of the wheels fell off with the back-to-back walks to end his day, but you look at the early part of that inning. Bloop double, 2 infield singles. Nobody of those first 3 had a swing at all.
No.
Then pop up, another bloop single, strikeout, but then the hit batsman of the 2 walks just kind of, and the hit batsman with 2 strikes on E.J. Taylor kind of turned it south for him. If he could have got out of it there, he'd still be in the ballgame. Probably.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. And it was just, like you said, a couple really bad swings and some good luck for Fremont.
And that, my friends, is baseball. Here's
Exactly.
Chase Reynolds, number 8 hitter, as we go now to the top half of the 6th inning and taking ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Reynolds, who had one of the infield singles in that aforementioned 5th inning. Quite a wacky line with the 2 teams combining for 2 runs. Bouncing ball left side. Lombardi's got it on 1 hop, throws to first, and Reynolds is out to begin the 6th. That'll bring up Dylan Sears, number 9 hitter, who's 0 for 2 on the day.
How much do you know about Jaden Juergensmeyer from Grand Island? Do you know a little bit? He came out and did a good job. He inherited bases run. I mean, never pitched to a college batter in his life, and I think he did a really good job. Gave up the single and then got out of the inning.
He is going to be going to Hastings College and had a pretty decent senior season at Grand Island Senior High and for the Legion as the pitch is taken up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Dylan Sears. As the right-hander, Juergensmeyer, pitch is fouled away. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. As in the 9 hole, Fremont did make a change defensively. They brought in their number 1 catcher this past half inning, Trey Nichols, for Ryan Hayes, as he played defensively, and he's pretty solid. So Fremont did make that change. We'll see Nichols a little bit later on in terms of batting, and Hayes, probably disappointed to get taken out. He had 2 hits in the same inning for his team. 1-2 delivery, and that pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes, or in the turf, if you will. 2-2 the count on Dylan Sears. 0 for 2 in the game as he flew out to center, popped up to third. At the time, a big out in that 5th inning, but Sodbusters could not get out of it without allowing 6 runs to come across. Bouncing ball, right side. Good job for the Hastings Sodbuster first baseman today, Matt Hallback. Fields it, steps on the bag, and there are 2 quick outs here in the 6th.
Yeah, so that was Nichols that was having a hard time behind the plate. Couple pass balls, a wild pitch. It was a crazy physical inning for that catcher back there, and my fault. I was calling him the other catcher as they switched on there, Ryan Hayes, but yep, Nichols was having a bad time at the office there last inning behind the plate.
Well, and he was not getting any favors from Jackson Krause, who just could not find the zone there for a while. And I think they were all legitimate wild pitches. As the pitch is taken outside for a ball back to the top of the order. 1-0 on Tyler Push, who had an RBI single his last time up. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. 6 runs in the 5th inning. A difference in this one for Fremont as they owned a 7-4 lead, but a great job for the Sodbusters to come back and plate 3 to really feel like you're going to have a chance in the final 4 innings of this one. Tyler Push taking ball 2. 2-0 the count on the leadoff hitter for the Fremont Moo, trying to break a little 3-game losing streak of their own accord as they were dominant in the early part of the second half schedule, but losing Sunday, and then they come here to Hastings and lose a pair of games, trying to salvage this game and then go back to Fremont where they will feel like they can make some hay. A Hastings team which has not beaten them yet this year, and then they'll have a 3-game home series with Pier Friday through Sunday before hitting the road. Push skies this one to the air to right field, and right there, the Hastings Sodbuster defender to make the play, as doing the job as Jacob Shaw. So 1-2-3, a great job for Juergensmeyer in the 6th, and we head to the bottom half of inning number 6. It's Fremont 7, Hastings 4, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
New pitcher for Fremont as we head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Jaden Payne will be the man, as Payne making an appearance here today. Left-hander out of Cloud County Community College. He is from Omaha, Cloud County, with a lot of players in this particular league. And so the Hastings Sodbusters trying to keep it going after they scored 3 runs last half inning, and they will have the top of the order up there to go against Payne. As Payne into the game now for this squad from Fremont. We'll see how he does. He is a left-hander, and he gets his chance to see the Hastings Sodbusters for the first time today. He's making his 7th appearance, 9 1/3 innings so far, allowing 7 hits. No earned runs this year. He has struck out 10. He's walked 6, a 1-0 record with 1 save. So Sodbusters trying to do something that no team has done against Payne, and that is score. So Payne, their top ERI guy today. Leaper, who plays on the infield, has a couple of appearances with no earned runs allowed. But it's going to be the top of the order up there for the Hastings Sodbusters as Omar Jackson will get into the left-handed box to face the lefty, Payne. Omar, single to begin the game, advanced on a wild pitch and scored a run as he is 1 for 3 on the day. Sodbusters giving themselves hope with 3 runs in the 5th. Now see if they can keep it going. A little drag bunt down the first base line. Could be trouble. Payne tries to make the tag, throws to first, safe. Infield single, and now the concern is for Payne, who tried to make the dive to tag him, then did the dish to Taylor, and when all is said and done, Omar Jackson has reached first successfully as the tag unsuccessful. Now the field umpire is going to get together with the home plate umpire to see if he could get a look at whether the tag was made. First base coach Trevino thought that the tag was made.
It was a close one.
And
I think he just swings and missed though on the tag. Otherwise, he wouldn't have thrown it to first if he tagged the guy.
Yeah, you would think.
Would be my guess.
You didn't sell it well. Safe. And
I wrote it in pencil just in case.
Yeah, Fremont not too happy about this. But Omar Jackson reaches on the infield single, and a good job of coaching there for the Fremont assistant coach Justin Trevino, as he, went to the field umpire, said get help from the home plate umpire, see if they had any better view. Did not, and now here's Cole Dawson, who had an infield single his last time up to begin a 3-run 5th inning. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Sodbusters trying to continue to put the pressure on this Fremont squad as Cole Dawson takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike, and a great decision there for Omar. The drag bunt down the first base line. Sodbusters need base runners, and now it's Dawson trying to move them on. Bouncing ball back up the middle, that could be 2. The dish to second for 1, over to first in time, and the Sodbusters mini rally is snuffed out quickly as it goes 6-4-3 on the twin killing there. Leaper to Sears to E.J. Taylor. So now 2 outs, nobody on for Trevor Matson. And just mentioning it earlier, the fact that the Sodbusters had 4 runs on 11 hits coming into this game, you'd think they probably would have given up some double plays to not score more runs than they did, but that is the first double play hit into now as they've out-hit them 12-6, and Matson skies this one in the air, but making the play will be the second baseman Dylan Sears, and the Sodbusters gone quietly here in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left, and we head to the 7th inning as the Sodbusters trail it by a score of 7-4. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Adams County visitors.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
On to the 7th inning, where the Fremont Moo lead the Hastings Sodbusters 7-4. 7 runs, 6 hits for Fremont. Hastings 4 runs, 12 hits now, but still trailing it by 3. Simply the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up there against Jaden Juergensmeyer, who's had a very good debut for the Hastings Sodbusters, an inning and a third so far, and he has not allowed a hit. Actually, he has allowed 1 hit. He allowed the hit to the first guy he faced, but since then he has set down 4 in a row. Allowed that 2-run single to Hayes, but since then a pop-up, ground out, and a flyout for Jaden Juergensmeyer. And now it's going to be Jack Simonson coming to the plate, who is 0 for 3 on the day. That's not necessarily good news for the Sodbusters. And like I say, baseball, the odds kind of catch up with you after the Sodbusters had held this team to just 3 runs over the first 25 innings of this series. You thought an explosion was coming. Now, it wasn't a very loud explosion in terms of the hard hits, but they did maximize their opportunity and scored 6 runs in the 5th inning. Good job for Juergensmeyer to shut him out in the 6th. And here's a 1-0 pitch, which is skied to center field. Long run for Omar, and he will cut all the way over to right field. Basically, it was almost straightaway right. Shaw was there, but Omar made the call, and if your center fielder can make the play, he's supposed to. And Jack Simonson officially flies out to center, even though it was a fly out to almost straightaway right.
Yeah, and, Shaw's a good athlete, but he's a pitcher playing right field. Yep. And so, good call there by Omar. He's like, I got your back, man. I got you.
E.J. Taylor comes to the plate. He has made the most of his opportunities. A walk and a run scored in the 1st, hit batsman, and scored in the 5th. Officially 0 for 1 for E.J. Taylor. Stands at the right-handed box, and the pitch swung on and missed. And really impressed with the way Jaden Juergensmeyer is carrying himself out here. He's probably seen a lot of action here at Duncan Field as a visiting pitcher, both to Grand Island Senior High and for the home Federal American Legion team from Grand Island. Going to be having more chances to pitch here for the Hastings Broncos, as the pitch is missing for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike, as he joined the team here recently along with another Grand Island guy, Braden Robinson. Braden still looking to make his Sodbuster debut. 1-1 pitch on the way, and this one is hit high in the air down the right field line. A long run for everyone, and how about that? Running full away from home plate, the Hastings first baseman, Matt Hallback, with an unbelievable catch. He looks very comfortable in his first base debut here at Duncan Field.
Yeah, we're going to call him Matt Hall in. He hauled that thing in. Boy, he chased it down to running out of real estate over there by the chain link fence. That's a tough play, and especially when you're not used to playing first base at Duncan Field. It slants down. You got the wall there. Good play.
And now coming to the plate is Luke White. He's first pitch swinging high in the air, short left field, and Omar Jackson makes the call and makes the catch as he called off his shortstop. And the squad from Fremont goes in order here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3. Sodbusters need some offense here in the final 3 innings of this one. We head to the bottom half of the 7th. It's Fremont 7, Hastings 4, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee of their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Head to the bottom half of inning number 7. Sodbusters need at least 3 to get this baby tied up before all is said and done, as we head to the final third of this game with Matt Hallback to bat against Jaden Payne. And again, Payne has not allowed an earned run this year, and it looked like Sodbusters had a decent chance last half inning. Got an infield single, but a 6-4-3 double play ending that threat, and then a pop-up on the infield. And we'll see what Hallback, Johnstone, and Cafferty can get done in inning number 7. 7 runs, 6 hits for Fremont, 4 runs, 12 hits for Hastings. You don't feel like the Sodbusters are done offensively the way they're swinging the bats, but see how final few innings go here. As the first pitch is inside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes on Matt Hallback, who's had a very productive day again for the Hastings Sodbusters. 2 hits and then an RBI ground out for Hallback as part of that 3-run 5th inning. 1-0 delivery. It's bounced foul on the left side. Chandler Wagner had it go out of his left hand, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Chandler's going to be given a little hard time there, and then he threw it to the dugout and the ball got away. So now there's a error and then throwing error. Pitch taken outside, 2 balls and 1 strike on Matt Hallback. Hallback has been a great addition, the UC San Diego recruit. He's from California. Same town as Logan Johnstone, was not a teammate though, went to a different school. Grounds this one to the left side, shortstop's got it. Peyton Leeper throws him out. There's 1 out in the 7th inning, and the aforementioned Logan Johnstone will come to the plate. So you got your California kids there batting in the 4 and 5 spots, and Johnstone had a big at bat his last time up, an RBI single and a run scored. He also singled back in the 3rd, so 2 hits for him. You can't discount the offense in terms of the hits. Sodbusters just haven't been able to put enough hits together to get consistent run production, and no extra base hits today. As the pitch is taken outside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes on Logan Johnstone, looking for a 3-hit game here today for the Hastings Sodbusters. Johnstone, 243 coming into this at bat, and takes the pitch for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes on Johnstone. Other than that 6th inning, they'd stayed away from double plays despite all those hits. A bouncing ball to the right side here. Sears charges, second baseman throws to first, and there are 2 quick outs in inning number 7. 4-3 on the put out there, and J.T. Cafferty will come to the plate. He has a multi-hit game. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Was called for batter interference back in the 3rd, but surrounding those 2 at-bats with singles for the Hastings Sodbusters. His single kept the 5th inning going, and Sodbusters would eventually score 3 before all was said and done. JT stands the right-handed box against Jaden Payne. Payne brings the pitch home, and that one is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. As Payne is apparently the real deal. He is trying to complete yet another scoreless outing, now over 10 innings this year without a run allowed. I keep saying earned run, but he hasn't allowed a run, period, for this squad from Fremont.
He's been a pain to other opposing offenses, right?
Yep.
You were trying not to go there, I know.
I wasn't going to, so I allowed you
I'm here,
that.
thank you.
Yep. 0-2 pitch, and this one is bounced to the right side. There's Sears again. Sears over to E.J. Taylor, and the Sodbusters gone very quietly here in the 7th inning. No runs on no hits. We head to the 8th. Josh Salmon will take you through the final couple of innings as Hastings tries to rally. It's Fremont 7, Hastings 4. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Oh, yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Another great inning there for Fremont pitcher Jaden Payne, as he has just really been efficient this season for Fremont, and that's not what Hastings wanted to see. And speaking of efficient, Jaden Jernsgensmeyer has been awesome since he has come in the game. Keep in mind, this is the first game he's ever pitched against college batters in his life. So I think he's doing really, really good. He's given up 1 hit in 2 1/3 innings. So that's good right there. Going to go to Hastings College. They picked themselves a good one. While warming up out there, let's take a look at the Expedition League scoreboard, as there's been some interesting games all night long. As last we saw that a couple of the teams in the Clark Division were losing. Pure Trappers now leading 9-6 at home against Western Nebraska in the top of the 6th. Spearfish trailing 7-5 at home against Sioux Falls. Source Valley leading 8-3 at Wheat City. Wheat City will be here this weekend. That one in the 7th inning. Casper Horseheads leading 6-4 at home in the 4th. And Badland Big Sticks up 2-0 on Miami City. Our score 7-4. Up here for Fremont is Ryan Koski. So it'll be 5-6-7 due up for the Moo. Moo 7 runs on 6 hits is all. They sent 11 men to the plate in the 5th inning. At 1-2-3 in the 6th. 1-2-3 in the 7th. Here we are in the 8th. 1-0 pitch coming up from Jaden Jergensmeyer from Grand Island, Nebraska. Not too far down the road. I'm going to go to college and get used to this field and play right here for the next couple of years. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan Koski, left fielder. Koski is one of 3 batters on this team without a hit. That may continue as he grounds over to third, and Lombardi across the diamond, and there is 1 down. So you look at all the offense. There really hasn't been a whole lot of offense for Fremont with only 6 hits, but they have not had a leadoff hitter on all night long. Interesting trivia for you there. Now, brings up Nichols, the catcher. Trey Nichols. Thought maybe he'd have the night off, but he didn't. Popped up. Third base shortstop. Who's over there? Colt Dawson tracks it down and gets it out. Quickly 2 outs here for Jergensmeyer. And it's one of those things, too, where Jergensmeyer, and you think of the batters, Fremont batters, okay, well, this kid's never pitched to college players. Well, he's a high school kid, so they're not sure what to expect. There's no scouting report on him. So that's kind of a fun thing, too. And that pitch misses to Leaper for ball 1. Jergensmeyer has thrown 29 pitches since coming in the game. Buster's only on their second pitcher. Will Horton pitched a really good game till the 5th inning, and just a couple dink hits, and Fremont was able to score those 6 runs on 5 hits. A couple walks didn't help, a hit by a pitch. It's just one of those games where that 1 inning again. There's been so many games this year that way. Here's the 2-1 offering, and that one called a strike. I was going to say, boy, if that's called a ball, I don't know what's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, still 7 for Fremont. Top 8, Jergensmeyer, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. And swung on and missed, got him. Jaden Jergensmeyer gets him. And for Jergensmeyer, this crowd is going crazy for him. First strikeout thrown as a college pitcher to Jaden Jergensmeyer. Gets the fist bump and the pat on the tush from J.T. Cafferty. Those two guys know each other from summer ball, I'm sure. So nothing doing there for Fremont in the top of the 8th. We'll take a break and come back. And we'll take a word now from the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Some great pitching there by Jaden Jurgensmeyer, and Peyton Leeper didn't like being struck out by, well, basically a high school kid as he slammed his bat down and broke his bat. So a good craftsman never blames his tools. Busters will come up here against Payne once again, who has been a major pain. I think that was a movie, wasn't it? One of the Wayans brothers. Giucci started the game, went 3 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned on 3 strikeouts. Then Krause came in. Jackson gave up 1 and 1 2/3 inning, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts and 10 batters faced. Payne has done nothing but get batters out in 2 innings. He's only given up 1 hit. Hasn't struck anybody out. So he'll face 7, 8, 9 here. Solis will lead things off. Luke is one of, he's 0 for 3. He's 3 strikeouts for Luke Solis tonight. Silver sombrero for him. Head in the count 1-0. Now head in the count 2-0. It's the first time he's been ahead in the count all night. He's only had 2 balls thrown to him tonight. Here's the pitch from Payne. That one right down the middle. He does swing on a 2-0. Flies it into center field. And he's out. 0 for 4 is Luke Solis. 2-0. You struck out 3 times. Thought maybe you'd be a little more patient at the plate, but got a pitch right down the middle and swung at it, but popped it up. So, pinch hitter here coming up for the Busters. Blake Tyrell. Tyrell here for the weekend, I believe. I think he was the one I was talking to before the game started. So Blake Tyrell coming in to pinch hit for Jacob Shaw. And that pitch misses outside. It's 1-1 here to Tyrell. One swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch. Blake Tyrell goes to Hastings College. And swung on and missed there for a strikeout. He's the only other one to hit a homer out of Duncan Field. That's why the name sounds familiar. He hit one out this year. He didn't? Check. I have to check that. It's in the program. I don't have the program here on me, I don't think. So he goes down swinging nonetheless. Back to Jack Lombardi, 9th place hitter. Lombardi's the third baseman, is 1 of 3 tonight. One ball, one strike to Lombardi. Lombardi getting a new piece of lumber there. Working on the new bat. So he steps back in with a new stick. Same stick, he just had to do something to it. Little of the pine tar. Okay, I was corrected. It was not Tyrell that hit the home run here this year. I thought it was. 1-2 coming up. Payne. Ooh, that one just missed. That looked pretty good from up here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lombardi due. Just the one hit. Here's the pitch from Payne. Swung on and missed and strikes him out. And Busters go 1-2-3 again here in the 8th. And this guy has been a giant pain as the Busters continue to struggle, only having the one hit against Payne since he came in the game. So they'll be down to the last 3 outs. They trail 7-4 as we go to the top of the 9th. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Fremont leading 7-4. And we'll take a break right now. Salmon Says Media is the sponsor.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back as Busters go 1-2-3 again in the 8th and just can't get anything going against Jaden Payne. And we looked and Nate was right. Write it down. I was wrong again, which I'm usually wrong sometimes on that stuff. But it was Race Trainer who hit the only other home run at Duncan Field this year. And he was from Hastings College. Hit that on February 23rd on a doubleheader, it looked like. So Tyrell comes in the game, goes to first base. Out a hot shot back up the middle. First batter swinging there was Chase Reynolds and about took the arm off of Juergensmeyer. So 1 pitch and a single. That's the first time that Fremont has had a batter on in the first inning. Or the first leadoff hitter on. So Tyrell takes over at first. You have Hallbeck moving to right field. Shaw out of the game. Juergensmeyer in the 9th here. He's done an outstanding job. First time ever pitching college baseball. Swung on and missed there. So Dylan Sears. Sears, one of the only other guys on the team without a hit. Fremont only has 7 hits, but they have 7 runs on those. Busters have 12 hits and only 4 runs to show for it. So pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Dylan Sears. So here's second base. And we've seen him play a little shortstop, I believe, in the season as well. Good hands out there for him from Western Illinois. Goes to West Fiala as his hometown. School is Western Illinois University. Over to first, Tyrell back to first. They get the double play. Wow. The 3-6-3 double play. Welcome to the Sodbusters, Blake Tyrell. Ground ball to him. Over to Cole Dawson back. So the old 6-3-6 double play. 3-6-3. And back to the top of the order for Fremont. 2 outs now. 0 for 4 is Dylan Sears. Tyler Push. You have to execute those plays really quick with the 3-6-3 double play because that runner's running down there, and Sears is very fast. So that was an outstanding play there at first base by Blake Tyrell. Juergensmeyer kicks and delivers. That one fouled off over by the concession stand. Look out if you're getting your num-nums. The ball's a 1 strike. You have good num-nums here. Lots of num-nums. 0-1 here. Juergensmeyer doing a great job pitching out of the bullpen. Coming in for Will Horton, who Pitched a really good game to the 5th inning, and things fell apart, and it's been Juergensmeyer ever since. Busters really need a big 9th inning as they scraped together 3 after giving up 6 back in the 5th inning, but haven't done anything since. Neither team has scored since that inning. Juergensmeyer working on his 5th inning of relief here. That one floats away as some guys playing toss over in the... I thought maybe there's somebody playing toss and bullpen. I guess not. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 push. Push 1 of 3. That one outside. Juergensmeyer perhaps feeling a little fatigued here. He's ready to go, though. Against Tyler Push. Kick and delivery. That one hit to left. That's going to fall in front of Johnstone. So just when you get 2 outs, Fremont comes back and gets another hit. That's what the Moo do. It's annoying, I know, but that's what they do. So, 2 outs, 1 on here. Pinch hitter here. And we're going to have Barajas. So Barajas coming in to hit. First pitch misses for a ball. Saw Barajas catch one of the games here. Barajas listed as an infielder. Pinch hitting for Simonson. Runner goes, and JT can't get rid of him, and off to the races there was Tyler Push, and would have been a tough throw anyways. He had a good jump. Stolen base there for Push. First stolen base of the night for Fremont. It's 3-0 here in the meantime, though. Busters don't have anybody going yet in the bullpen in the 9th inning. It might be time to get somebody going. That one hit second base. Tough play. Nice play by Luke Solis. A running play and had to kind of throw behind him to get the out. But he does give up the 2 singles. They leave 1 on base. No runs in, though. And Busters down by 3. Let's see if they can stage the comeback here in the bottom of the 9th as Payne works his way back out there. Put your rally caps on. It's Sodbuster Baseball here from Duncan Field. We're here from Johnson Imperial.
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
There's down by 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. Josh Salmon with you, voice of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. Steve Stein, my broadcast partner in crime. Nate Miller, our accomplice over to our right here, running your cameras, and the best tech guy in the biz here, as Busters will have the top of the order, 1, 2, 3, due up here in the 9th against a very tough Jaden Payne. This guy has pitched an outstanding game all season long. He's been very effective for the Moo. Omar leading things off here. Omar Jackson, 2 of 4. Had the bunt single last time up. Almost got tagged out, but avoided it. That one fouled straight back, just a little underneath it on the fastball. It's Omar Jackson. Payne has only allowed 1 hit since coming in the game. This is his 4th inning of work. 2 strikeouts. 9 batters faced. Gotta tink his armor here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Omar Jackson. Omar, then Cole Dawson, then Trevor Matson. This is your chance if you're going to come back down by 3. You've got the top of the order. Statistically, your best hitter's in there. And strike 2. Late break on that one, perhaps. Buster's out hitting Fremont as they have all game. 12 hits to 8, but underscoring. Omar chopper to second. Dylan Sears on the high hop. And 1 down. Buster's down the last 2 outs. You like to at least battle back and try to get it within 1. You know, you lose 7-6. It's not as bad as 7-3. I mean, it was 7-1 there for a while. Yeah, 7-4. Sorry, but it was 7-1 there for a while. And they battled back and got, after giving up 6, they came back and battled with 3. And that's, you know, you ask your guys to do, and that's what they do. But Cole Dawson comes up here. His first pitch swinging again. And I really don't like the first pitch swinging for him. It hasn't paid off recently. A routine fly ball dropped by the right fielder. Wow. He closed his glove too soon or something out there. And that is Simonson. Or was that Barajas? That was Barajas. Not normally an outfielder. They have him listed as an infielder. He dropped the ball. It was a routine fly ball, and I think he just closed his glove too soon is what it looked like. So Busters now definitely have to take advantage of that, reaching on the air. Strike 2, Trevor Matson. Matson 1 hit in the game. Had the sacrifice fly. Ground out, pop out, officially 1 of 3 tonight. Cole Dawson leads off at first. Pitches outside. Ball and a strike to Trevor Matson. Matt Hallback with 2 hits, due up next. That was just a routine fly ball. And closed the glove too soon. Looked like it just hit off the glove or something. Barajas not a typical right fielder, and the lights can play little tricks on you here at Duncan Field in the outfield if you're not used to them. Here is the 2-1. Payne stands on the third base side of the rubber. Inside out swing down the line. This could be a good one, and it is. Trevor Matson, that's going to be extra bases. Barajas gives it chase. Cole Dawson. They're waving him around as Barajas having a hard time getting it in. No relay throw. Busters get 1 on the board. Trevor Matson delivers once again. Ball down the line, and Barajas, not an outfielder, is a catcher, an infielder, so not a great throw on him. And once he got to third base, Chandler Wagner says, keep on going. You got one of your fastest guys out there. Cole Dawson comes around on the double by Trevor Matson. Busters now within 2. And the most important thing is they tink the armor of Payne, who has been really good. Second run scored this game by Cole Dawson. RBI double. Second hit given up by Payne since he's come in the game. So that error has come back to bite him. Matson steals third base. Just took off. Very aggressive. Now runner standing, and Nichols couldn't do anything with it. The catcher is like, and he bobbled the ball. So stolen base there for Trevor Matson. Matt Hallback up now. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouls that one off. 1 ball and a strike here. So Omar Jackson led off the inning. Grounded out to second base. Then Cole Dawson on a routine fly ball. It was dropped or missed out in right field. Trevor Matson comes up, hits a double. Cole Dawson scores all the way from first on the double. Buster's first hit since the 6th inning. First run from the 6th inning as well. Excuse me, the 5th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Matt Hallback. Matt been a very good hitter as of late for the Busters, and they could use another RBI here. That one popped up center field. Very shallow. Probably not going to be deep enough to tag with Tyler Push and his good arm. They are going to... Nope, they're not going to try it. He took off and then faked it. Push has an outstanding arm, and from that shallow, no way he probably would have made that. I don't even know if Omar would have made that one. Fly out to center field. That was a good pitch for Payne. 7-5 the score here. Busters down to their last out. In the hands of Logan Johnstone. Understanding on third base, Johnstone takes the pitch inside for a ball. Busters with a run in this inning, still trail by 2, 7-5. Trying to battle back here with 2 outs, so 1-0 pitch. Bottom 9 popped up. That's probably going to do it. Shortstop reaches over. Leaper. And does make the catch in center field. And the Busters strand another one, and they lose this one at 7-5 as Fremont celebrates on the field. They ended their losing streak. 7 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. 5 hits, 13 runs, no errors for the Sodbusters, as last time you have to see Fremont here at Duncan Field this season. These two teams will play tomorrow in Fremont. Busters come back Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Wheat City. We'll take a break, come back, look at some of the numbers on the postgame show. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Well, welcome back. Busters lose at 7-5. They battle back. They didn't give up. That's a good thing, right? Josh Salmon back with you, Steve Stein and Nate Miller as we wrap up the game here. Busters take 2 of 3 from Fremont here at Duncan Field. The series will switch to Fremont tomorrow night. The last time those teams will have to meet up this season. So, look at the Busters, though. They had lots of multi-hits. There's only one guy in the lineup that didn't have a hit, and that was Luke Solis. Omar Jackson was 2 for 5. Cole Dawson 1 for 4. Trevor Matson 2 for 4. Matt Hallback 2 for 5. Logan Johnstone 2 for 5. J.T. Cafferty 2 for 4. Luke Solis 0 for 4. You had Shaw combined with Tyrell, who they were 1 for 3. Shaw with the only hit. He also walked. Lombardi was 1 of 4. Great job tonight. I guess the highlight of this game is Jaden Jurgensmeyer, the high school kid, comes in relief of Will Horton, who just battled and struggled in that 5th inning. Couldn't get out of it. Couldn't get the 3rd out. Couldn't just get anybody out there for a while. And Jurgensmeyer came in through 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 strikeout for him. 4 1/3. Wow. 3 hits and the 1 strikeout. Didn't allow a single run in his college pitching debut. Very good job there for Jaden Jurgensmeyer. Tyrell on the team here for a short time as Hastings College guy. Came in, made a good defensive play. Again, the defense has been solid all night. Been solid for a week. Very solid. Busters haven't made an error since returning back to Duncan Field on Monday. Fremont has made 5 in this series. But Busters just leave a ton of guys on base. Can't get things going with that. You have 6, 7, 8, 9 guys I have left on base tonight. And it's tough to win ball games when you do that. Fremont really only had 8 hits and 7 runs, though. That 5th inning just broke things open. It was a tough 5th inning when you give up 4 hits, 2 walks, a hit batsman. It's going to be 5 hits. He scores 6 runs in an inning, and that's going to be the difference maker there as Chandler Wagner making his way up to the press box. Always grateful to have the coach come up, even on the losses. Some coaches don't want to talk to you. Chandler's always been very courteous that way. So we will take the day off tomorrow from the broadcast. as the team will head to Fremont to take on the Moo one last time at Midland University. And Busters have kind of struggled there, but we'll see what happens. Back here for Wheat City for the last homestand of the year, and the Busters will finish out on the road at Wheat City. And then I forget where they play after that. Anyways, Coach is going to join me here. As Coach can get on that headset there. 7-5 our final. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Fremont. 5 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for the Sodbusters. Chandler Wagner joins me. Coach, kind of a tough one tonight. Things kind of fell apart there in the 5th inning. It was really going well for Will Horton until that 5th.
Yeah, and I don't even think he struggled that bad in that 5th inning. I mean, he had a couple walks, but a couple balls that found holes that killed us, and I don't know, that's how it goes. We avoid that big inning. I think we win this game, though.
Yeah, a couple check swings and just kind of things from there. Then he hit the batter, and that's kind of when he lost his confidence, I think. Talk about Jaden Jurgensmeyer, though. This kid has not pitched against a college batter his entire career. High school kid, just graduated, comes in, does outstanding in 4 innings of work.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome out of him, and for him to come up there and give us, 4 zeros, that was pretty sweet. So, pretty cool for him to get in the game today and do what he did.
Yeah, he's faced 15 batters, gave up 3 hits, and struck out 1 of them, so that's pretty good. Highlights, Omar's had a good bat tonight. You had several guys that had 2 hits. I had 5 guys in the lineup with 2 hits, so that's a positive.
Yeah, I mean, we just didn't get the big hit when we needed it, and, I mean, we got the tying run to the plate again and just didn't come through, so I like the way we battled back, being down 7-1 and make it a close game at least. But we just need those big hits, big 2-out hits.
Yeah, left 9 guys on base tonight. You go back to Fremont. The guys have struggled there this year. It's just been kind of tough. It's kind of a small field. What are you telling them as you go back to Fremont for one day?
Stick with our approach. I mean, we've played really good baseball the last 5 or 6 games, I think, and I think it's 5 straight games now without an error. I think we go out there and do that and get a quality start out of our guy. I think I like our chances. So
yeah, kind of shake it off and just move on to the next day. One last home stand here. How's the season been for you coaching here your first year at Hastings? The crowd is awesome. You've done a terrific job for this team.
Yeah, it's been fun, and it's been a great experience for me. So it's been awesome getting to coach these guys, and for the majority of them, they've all worked hard for me. We've had a great relationship, so it's been awesome.
All right, Chandler Wagner here on the postgame show. Thanks, Coach, for coming up.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Once again, Fremont wins it 7-5, and we'll wrap it up here for the broadcast. We'll see you guys back here on Friday as our pregame show will be at 6 o'clock on Friday as Wheat City comes to town. For Nate Miller and Steve Stein, this is Josh Salmon, also Brian Frew I'm speaking for. Signing off, this is Sodbuster Baseball.